Tuesday night, 6 to 5. In Cowboy news, newly signed Jadeveon Clowney is expected to play, making his debut Sunday against the Bears. The Houston Texans offense is getting some help back as wide receivers Christian Kirk and Braxton Berrios are expected to return to action as the Texans take on the Jaguars on Sunday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Happy hump day. We made it.
Yes, we did.
Oh, halfway there. Whoa.
Hump day.
Living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear.
We've turned a corner fast this week.
That's right.
I know, it's already Wednesday.
That's the way football does it, baby.
It really does.
Football makes the weekend go by faster.
So we're already to Wednesday.
Life without football ain't life at all. Ain't life worth living.
It's going to be a good week. We're going to have an NFL coach fired Friday. We're going to have a game on Thursday night. We've got all kinds of stuff happening.
I'd like it if they fired him at halftime.
You know, it could happen.
man,
He could quit at halftime. He might just walk off.
Man.
Just like, I'm done with this.
That'd be classic.
Yeah, I'm not one for I don't like cancel culture.
No.
I don't like to get people fired. I don't like when
It's fun seeing it happen, though.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And it's now gone. Now both political parties do it, like
this is different. This is the age old. There's only two kinds of coaches: them that's been fired and them's about to be.
Yeah.
So I that's just part of the business. It's like the mob. This is
the only
you've
time
chosen.
This is the only time I cheer for firings.
Well, I don't cheer for it, but it is part of the rhythm of the game, and everybody had a part of it. It's kind of like our business. Part of the rhythm of the game is you walk out Friday a winner, and the boss goes, "Hey, got a minute?" That's
true.
I mean, it's just we know that because of the extravagant, wonderful nature of our gig, it could end tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you have to, and coaches know that, so. I don't feel bad because they know it's built in. And whether he gets, the thing about these coaches, he gets fired, he still gets paid.
That's true.
He ain't hurting.
That's true. But yeah, I cheer for. I do cheer for it when my favorite team is playing against a coach that might get fired. So I think
you want to put him out.
I think it's allowed then. Actually, I think it's okay to do that.
Well, so you get to do that tomorrow night.
Yeah,
so
I'll
we
be
get
doing that.
Football tomorrow already. We got all the plot lines involved with that. We got a new Cowboy. So
yeah, lots of business to get to this week.
And did you see the Astros Rangers last night?
Astros survive.
Held on.
Survive. Unfortunately,
We won't see seeing.
I don't know what's going to happen with Jordan.
It'll be a minute. Indefinite is what we're hearing.
The Astros are such bitches when it comes to injury stuff. They're like, they think they're the keepers of the secrets. It's like, dude, who cares? Is the guy going to play or not? It's not like a team's going to game plan
hockey's
I think Jordan's in the lineup. We got a game plan.
Hockey is, I don't know if hockey's in it better. Hockey's like, he's injured somewhere below the waist.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere in the
Lower body, upper body.
Lower body area that might or may not either end his career or he could be fine. We really can't tell you.
Yeah, none of it. It's all very odd. But yeah, the Astros kind of keeping things in a black box. But my assumption is he ain't gonna play for a little while. So
doesn't look like it.
No. And also the Mariners win anyway. So the Astros just all they did was
treading water.
Yep, all they did was keep pace as Cal Raleigh keeps hitting bombs too.
And Jeremy Pena, just keep on looking at them pitches, man.
Yeah. So we'll see if the Astros can take the sweep tonight.
They need it.
It would be. Will we have that game on our airways?
Let me.
You'd think they would put that in my handy dandy note sheet.
It's on our. You need to go to our calendar.
I don't do that.
It's on our calendar. Yes, we will.
I don't do that.
Actually, that'll be on our sister station at 12:50. It'll get going at 6:30.
What the hell do we got on our big station
on
that
the
we
big
can't?
Station, we got the Cowboys crosstalk.
Cowboys crosstalk. What's that mean?
It's all of you. It's Mickey and all the
it's like
Cowboys.com folks.
Oh, okay. What time's that going to be at?
It's 7 o'clock. That's a weekly deal. You should check it out. It's actually really good.
I'm excited for that. Now that you mention it, I'm not excited for that. I'm not a Cowboy fan.
To let you know,
I don't care about that.
Now that Mickey
I'd bump that to the sister station if I were in charge.
Mickey Spags is, he's the guy that's ahead of DallasCowboys.com. Mickey's a good dude.
Okay. I usually don't trust guys named Mickey, though.
You know Mickey, though.
Yeah, I've met him. His name's Mickey.
Yeah, and he's in every sense of the word, Mickey.
I meet a Mickey or a Mick. I'm like, oh, huh.
Well, I didn't say Mick.
I mean, Mick is more trustworthy than Mickey.
I'm just saying, Mickey. There's one of two types of Mickey.
A mouse,
pretty much, or Mickey Rourke. You're either insane or kind of squirrely. And Mickey goes kind of in the middle there. He's kind of halfway between both.
Halfway mouse, halfway insane.
He's squirrely insane.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
He's from digesting that Cowboys propaganda. For 30 years.
He is. He's like he's the Air Gable of the Cowboys.
Let me tell you, Mickey Spagnola is the keeper of secrets.
Oh, okay.
You can't be around the Cowboys for as long as he's been around without knowing where all the bodies are buried. Trust me, he knows.
Well,
because he keeps secrets and only says things that are appropriate. That's why he's still there.
That's why you're in the circle.
That's why he's in the circle of trust.
That's why you.
What did you
watch?
All,
you're one that I can rely on.
I'm looking up at the game, the Krakens, or whatever they are.
Oh, the Storm.
Did you watch any of the
lady basketball? Oh God, no! What are you crazy?
Well, I knew it was playoffs, and we got done with our dinner.
Question
so
that was.
It's about 8 o'clock, and I've got about 2-hour window to watch something. So I'm like, I don't want to commit to anything. Where is lady basketball? Maybe I'll see the scores. I couldn't find it.
It wasn't just on ESPN.
I didn't see it.
I mean,
was it?
I think it was just on ESPN.
I bounced right past it. I thought it was going to be up there on one of those weird Ion networks.
No. This is the playoffs,
no, I couldn't
man.
Find it, brother.
This is the playoffs where Caitlin was.
The playoffs?
Yeah, it's playoffs now.
Oh, okay.
Caitlin was supposed to be shining
well,
right now. They paid big money for these games that nobody's watching.
And the Aces fell last night. So
they did.
After 17 straight. So I was trying to find that game.
Losers.
Yeah, well, I lost a little bit of money on that one.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But I ended up watching the Charlie Sheen thing on
documentary.
Netflix.
Was it any good?
Yeah, man. It is. Oh, man.
It's Charlie Sheen. He could be called Mickey.
He is definitely a Mickey, man. Definitely a Mickey. Everybody has had a Charlie Sheen in their life.
Hey, what is going on?
You hear that? I hear that. It's like we're at the beach.
That was my fan.
That's you. Oh,
that's the fan. It's like I feel like I'm at the beach.
Hey, you got to suffer with the rest of us, Vic.
Man.
You turn that fan off.
I can't. I'm sweating.
Well, I'm sorry, man. It's too damn loud. Yeah, open your door. Yeah, you can't. That's too damn loud.
Like
distracting the hell out of me.
And if we were going to be at the beach, I'd rather actually be at the beach.
Well,
sound like it.
Well, that's fair. I spent my evening at Canyon Middle School in New Braunfels, Texas.
Yeah.
Where my son's team got the crap kicked out of them in a football match. Yeah. And my son got his ass worn out.
Did he get a tackle?
Yeah, he had a couple, but he was by the end of the game, he was wiped.
For those that are new here, this is his youngest first season of organized football. And he is starting on the B team at defensive end.
Yeah, and by the end of the tackle that he was going up against was about your size.
Such is the life of a defensive end.
And by the end of it, Holden was he was coming out of his three-point stance instead of like I've been telling him, hey, that three-point stance, that's your advantage. Like you get to push into him and make that contact. You get to drive into him. And by the end of it, instead of exploding out of that three-point stance, he was just kind of standing up,
bracing for the hit,
and waiting for that kid to hit him.
You're now a tackling dummy.
Yeah,
you know that, right?
You've
okay.
This is not the way. But the thing is, Bulverde Middle School, where my son goes, it's a new school. So there's less kids than some of the other schools in their district, and
But the varsity, the high school that you feed into is actually pretty good.
Yes, but it seems that most of the schools in his district have A, B, and C teams.
Gee whiz.
Now,
and a student parking lot.
His school barely has enough kids to make 2 teams. And I think, like, the coaches were like, if we had our druthers, we would have one big team.
Yeah, a C team? How'd you like to be assigned to that?
Because, but most of these guys get to play 3 games. But our school, because we don't have a C team, like, we play 2 games. But the truth is, we have enough kids really for one football team.
Just really one team. Yeah.
But so if you're on A team or B team, you're not taking snaps off. Like you're out there, Bubba. Like
That's good.
But it's when the other teams are like, because the weeks that the other team doesn't have a C team
so
opponent,
they got a stacked B team.
They've got like 90 kids on the sideline, and our team had like 23 or 24.
Like the Junction Boys.
Yeah. So it didn't go well for our boys last night.
Well,
A team, that A team is rough.
Again, this is about development.
That's all it's about, right?
You're just trying to get better individually, and maybe that'll help some wins. But your job is to get them ready for high school.
That's what I would say when, like I said, when I was coaching baseball and I had my.
It's about development. Did we get better today? Yes, we did. Did we win? Not even close.
Nope.
They didn't.
Not even close.
Not even close. No.
They didn't like it when I would call it A team and B team when I was coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So we called it Gold Team and Navy team.
No, we always did. There was the elite. There was the blue. I mean, it was, you never knew you were on the B team by the name.
Yeah, that's what they want. They don't want you to feel like.
I'm on the elite. Oh, only the elite. Well, we're on the. What about the hyper elite? The super wonderful hyper elite.
Yeah, we had blue, gold, platinum. Gold, platinum, or platinum, gold, and navy.
We had,
and it's like one of these things is not like the other.
Why are we called short bus?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Why did we end up on the Navy team? This doesn't feel that good. By the way, when I was coaching that Navy team, it was all about like, guys, hey, I know that we lost today, 22 to 3, but I'm proud of you guys for getting those 3 on the board.
Let me tell you, you got better. The way you turned that first out we got in the second inning, that after we were down 19-0.
And I feel like we're getting close.
We're getting there.
I feel like we're getting close.
Few things break our way. Just a few.
And you see the the 1 or 2 good kids that you brought with you to play that weekend. They're just
in the corner like this.
Like, what the hell? What is he talking about? If we played like this, he'd be chewing our asses. And but what are you gonna do? What do you do? I mean,
in my experience, the team was one thing. Then you have to go talk to the parents, and they're like, "Well, what do you think?" I just assumed I'd be here today, guys. I don't know why we're even here, but
why we lost 22 to 3? Why isn't my kid getting more play? Why can't my kid pitch?
Little Caden, he almost can dribble 3 times in a row. He's almost there.
Ma'am, your son was busy looking at anime pornography in the dugout when I told him to warm up to pitch, so he missed his opportunity, missed his window. Those are the kind of things you deal with as a coach. So I would imagine that it's tough on these coaches.
Anime porn in the dugout. I've never dealt with that.
Yeah, that was a new one for me. But I'm sure that kid is a totally active member,
normal kid now.
Productive member of society at this point.
Even Charlie Manson played Little League.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know I doubt that's true.
I
doubt that's true. I'm pretty sure that's not.
Maybe it would have saved him.
It might if he
Possibly,
just
yeah.
Maybe it would have saved
just
him.
played travel basketball.
Or that's what made him.
Travel baseball would have changed him. Would have saved him.
Could have just made the team, coach.
Just been on the 7-on-7 team. His life would have been entirely different.
Why'd you do it, Charlie?
Nah, he's short. Remember,
Coach, cut me.
He
he's
would
a
have been
Deuce Vaughn.
No, he had to play soccer.
All right, let's hit a break. We got a big day for you. We got another day of the Stat is Right. We're going to qualify somebody else. We might do it early on today. Normally we do it a little later in the show. Maybe we'll give they say the early bird catches the worm. Maybe we'll let him catch a worm today. Maybe in the 6 o'clock hour. I don't catch worms.
Me either. I don't even know where to look.
No, I've caught plenty of stuff. But I do know that usually if you're late to the party, that's when you catch stuff. At least with these gals, party gals back in the day. If you showed up late, you caught stuff. If you showed up early, you might get it.
Speaking of catching stuff, I was driving in to work today, and I saw a sad sight.
What?
They're tearing down All-Stars.
What's All-Stars?
No.
Yep, All-Stars on I-10 and Wurzbach. It was a legendary.
Oh, a lady, a dancing club?
30 years. At least. Man. It's been there a long time, and it went under. It's been a couple of months since it went under, but I driving out yesterday and coming in this morning. The parking lot's fenced off. They're fixing to either redo it or take it down.
No.
So there's a lot of dudes in San Antonio that look at that place and go, oof.
Yeah, we're gonna drop roses out there.
I don't know if we need to celebrate. Or at the very least, we need to go by and just like pour a 40 out.
A lot of marriages were created there, and a lot of divorces.
Yeah, a lot of things have got that. Yeah. You think about the stuff that's gone down inside of that building over 30 years.
A lot of first marriages and a lot of divorces in that building.
Goodness. We used to go. I used to work at a joint where we would go there for lunch.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
We used to call it Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, that's probably what they're going to put up in its place.
It'd probably be about the same.
A Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
All right. Let's hit a break. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we do have a stall at I-10 westbound Loop 410 northwest side of town, right around the Balcones Heights area. Stall left shoulder block. 35 northbound, 1604 to Olympia Parkway. This is some ongoing road works. Got the roadway reduced to one lane, a 20-minute delay as you saw from Thousand Oaks. The connector ramp blocked as well. They did pick up the road work on 1604 eastbound Northwest Military Highway over to Bitters. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That's our philosophy at GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. Fat ones, skinny ones, curvy ones, fast ones, slow ones, round ones, and square ones. Yes, square body Chevys. We buy them at GiveMeTheVin.com. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now, put yours in, and get a quote. We'd love to buy it. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over those beautiful icy balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out an adventurous drink menu that's second to none. And Twin Peaks hand-stretched flatbreads, they're coming out hot. Close out your night with our favorite flatbreads. They're available during the late night hours, Sunday through Thursday for only $8. That's only from your favorite lodge, Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, and those scenic views.
Football season is back on Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use my code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. agreed. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. You do have to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Let me ask you a question. Is your roof ready for anything? Well, Stevens Roofing, a locally owned company, has been serving our community for decades. Whether it's a commercial project or residential, or repairing your old roof, or maybe installing a new one, they've got you covered. And now Stevens offers solar. Stevens Solar Solutions can save you money and energy. Stevens Roofing, quality craftsmanship, solar solutions, and local expertise under one roof. Call 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
Doug. Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
At Frost, we believe in going the extra mile, like opening more locations to be a part of more communities. Overdraft grace, which means no fee if you overdraw your Frost Personal or Frost Plus account by $100 or less. And the little things like cookies, coffee, or that time when there was a fire at a Fort Worth daycare and Frost bankers entertained 26 kids with snacks and games until their parents could pick them up. That actually happened. Frost, exactly what you unexpected.
George gets justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff.
Now we can chill, Mom.
Guys, this season it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We've got the winning game plan with personalized TRT. Book a free consultation and automatically entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to a major sporting event. Female patients also eligible. For more information or to book your appointment, go to trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Is this you two?
No. This is the one band you can
The
go.
Rolling Rocks.
I'll tell you, this is the perfect Stone song too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Born in a crossfire hurricane.
Can't go wrong.
Jumping Jack Flash is a gas.
Beatles fans are a bunch of punks.
I love the Stones. You like the Stones better than Zeppelin?
Yeah. Stones
like
are one of the
equal.
top 3 bands of all time.
I think both of them are top 3 bands of all time. But I'd go Zeppelin a little over Stones.
I find Zeppelin too self-indulgent.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
I like my rock stars a little
I get it.
self-indulgent.
No, I get it. I'm not anti, and I'll listen to it. But as far as the mentality of the Stones, is kind of I was always kind of gravitated that way.
I like it. I like it a little bluesy. That's the great thing about the Stones. A little bluesy.
Well, you know, and the choices
the Stones stole from the black man. You know.
Well, all the Brits did.
Yes.
All of them did before we did. Actually, before the American people did. You had to either be a Stones or a Beatles guy, right? You couldn't be both.
Yeah.
And then there was on the other side of the fence.
Well,
growing up.
I think you could be. I like Beatles and Stones. I think you.
But I mean,
like in Quentin Tarantino's words, you're either a Beatles fan or an Elvis fan.
Oh, see, now that I can see both because it feels like one came before the other, but one hit its prime at the same time.
Yeah, you have to be all in with it because you can only be fanatical about one thing.
Well, gosh, Ringo was cute though.
No, he actually wasn't.
I know. He was the ugly one.
Yeah, he really was. My favorite Beatle is George Harrison.
Well, he had the best post album.
Yeah,
of all of them that broke up.
I've always been a big George Harrison fan, and it's not. I think back in the day, I would have been bullied for that because everybody
Probably.
was John or Paul. But
I was never really into that because I was always kind of a Stones guy. But I kind of grew up. You had to choose either you had to be a Parliament or it was more Commodores or Earth, Wind and Fire. You had to pick. You were either one or the other, or Prince or Michael Jackson. Or
thank God I never had to make that Commodores or Earth, Wind and Fire choice.
So there was that on the stuff that I grew up with.
What do I do?
Mine was Earth, Wind because of September. Yeah, that was a big.
So you were Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yeah.
What about?
I like October more than September.
Well, the 21st day of September.
Well,
there's a group out there that are laughing right now. Do you remember?
No.
You don't?
No.
That's also part of the joke.
Remember the yeah.
Do you remember?
The 21st day of September?
No.
We were partying all the day.
No, never remember that.
Oh, yeah. Or you had to pick Prince or Michael.
I'll be Team Prince on that one.
That was easy.
Yeah.
That was easy.
I never appreciated Michael Jackson the way others do.
See, I was thinking about this. You were the first generation not to really care about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it was not really for me.
He was a pedophile by then.
Well, I don't know about that because like when I was little, it like.
Yeah, in the early 80s,
he was a big star.
He was the thing in the early 80s.
Yeah, but it just wasn't my thing.
Thriller was, my God,
right.
It was the biggest thing in the world for a year.
It just wasn't for me. That's
all.
all.
And you were what, about 5?
I mean, I was born in 1980. So
no, you're even younger than that.
Yeah. So, but like, Bad and stuff like that.
Those records. I mean, he was the biggest thing in the world. So he was so big. It was easy to be a Prince fan because Michael was everything. Everywhere.
Yeah. Well, but also, I mean, Prince was also kind of
a musical genius.
Prince was out of the real public eye by the mid to late 80s too. Like he wasn't making current. You know, he wasn't making new music.
Well,
like,
he was.
The movie Purple Rain. I mean, I would see that constantly.
Well, I
on
mean,
VHS.
he did I mean, by the late 80s, he was doing like the Batman theme. He had gotten kind of, huge.
But like you got to think Purple Rain came out in like what 84.
Yeah, 84.
And so by the time I was really able to be influenced by music, we're talking like 87, 88. I don't think Prince was doing anything anymore, really.
Well, I guess it was. In my mind, he was, but
I don't. Let me see what's.
July.
But remember,
84.
when you got older, what happened was he got in a fight with his label, and for about 5 years, remember he was the artist formerly known as. He had that weird sex symbol thing. So
that's what Prince was known for.
Yeah,
like
so it stalled his career right when you were coming of age. So he came back from that, but for a 4 or 5 year period, he was there was no new music. He was trying to get his name back, and this is. Trying to buy his catalog back, which became much more common later on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Erotic City.
I think what happened is when
All of My Purple Life.
When I got old enough to appreciate new Prince music, he had already broken up the revolution.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem. Let's see what got made after
Purple Life.
discography, studio out. God, he had so many albums.
It was When the Super Bowl was in Minneapolis, I had a chance to go by the studios.
See, like, man, he had all these his first, like, For You, Prince, Dirty Mind, Controversy, 1999, Purple Rain. I mean, he was killing
all of his album, all of them.
And then, like, 1988, Love Sexy, and then he did Batman.
Yeah.
Diamonds and Pearls,
which was a good one.
Love Symbol album. See, to me, this is not peak Prince by then.
He was, by this point, he had enough money where he could do the passion stuff, and you never knew what the next record would sound like. It was never the same.
Yeah, the first 10 years of Prince was peak Prince. I don't even. The idea that Prince was putting out new music in 2009, I had no idea that was happening, and I don't want to know.
Really, actually, it's still good stuff. Go, if you haven't seen it, go watch the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame introduction. It was, 2007, where I think they had all the great guitarists, as many as you could find on the stage, Clapton and all the greats.
Mm-hmm.
Prince walks out there, rips it up, drops his guitar, and walks off stage. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Just one of the most incredible performances ever.
Hugo says, let's hear AJ sing a Prince song. Those are hard for me. I'm not going to lie.
It'll sound like Cher eventually.
That's true. That's actually that's a fact.
You would think it would be a duo or something.
I can't do Prince justice. I feel bad singing Prince. Most people, I'm just like, whatever. I'm just having a good time. Yeah, it's actually shameful to hear me sing.
Well, some of the lyrics you can't even begin.
You can't get into character, couldn't you?
No.
With the long hair.
No.
And lipstick.
I wish it'd tie a ribbon around my neck.
Yeah.
Put on high heels.
Yeah,
run around like you got goat legs.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's take a break. When we come,
I swear Prince had goat legs.
He might have. You never saw his legs, did you?
Never, not once.
Nope.
That's right.
Cloven hooves. I'm not going to go there.
Hey, when we come back, we'll do the stat is right. An early qualifier. Qualifier today, boys. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we do have a stall at I-10 westbound Loop 410 northwest side of town, right around the Balcones Heights area. Stall left shoulder block. 35 northbound 1604 to Olympia Parkway. This is some ongoing road works. Got the roadway reduced to one lane, a 20-minute delay as you saw from Thousand Oaks. The connector ramp blocked as well. They did pick up the road work on 1604 eastbound Northwest Military Highway over to Bitters. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off. Free UPS shipping and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Football is back and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long, and you can play here in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. Love playing on Underdog because it's easy. You just pick whether you think your players are going to go higher or lower on particular stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, rushing yards. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. So download the Underdog app. Sign up today with promo code STAR to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Again, promo code STAR on Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
The right stuff.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s.
Call Right Home Services.
Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. 210-444.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, long nights monitoring cyber activity, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training. We call that credit where credit is due. Whether you're active duty and looking at what's next, or a veteran looking for something new, our degrees and certificate programs teach the application of emerging technologies and enduring life skills. So get started on a degree or certificate with personalized local support services and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. At UMGC, turn your military rank into college credit. Eligible enlisted service members and previously enlisted veterans may receive up to 12 credits for select undergraduate courses based on their rank, and up to 90 credits in total for prior learning, military experience, and training. Visit umgc.edu/SATX to learn more.
Make the Break Room on Pat Booker Road in Live Oak your football watching headquarters. Watch all the college and NFL games on the 17 HD TVs. The Break Room shows all UFC and boxing events with no cover. The kitchen is open daily until midnight with karaoke on Tuesday nights and a DJ every Friday with pool, darts, video games, a patio. It's more than your average neighborhood bar. So check out the Break Room at 8084 Pat Booker Road in Live Oak. Follow the Break Room Live Oak on social media for the latest specials and events.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Thinking about replacing doors or windows? Well, whether it's one, two, or all of them, for the best price and quality, I've got the company for you. Hi, everybody. This is Joe Reinagle from 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star for windows and door renovations. Call and compare. Whether it's a window or door project at home, or if you're a contractor, windows and door renovations. 210-284-7888. Offering a wide variety of designs, styles, and materials. Save more with window technology that helps maintain your home's temperature, making your AC work less and your electricity bill go down. They're also selling Anderson windows, and all of their work comes with a lifetime warranty. Get the best price. Call now, 210-284-7888. Proudly veteran-owned and committed to supporting our military community. For more information, look them up on Facebook as Windows and Door Renovations. Call today, 210-284-7888.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, what is wrong with the Texas Longhorns? Is there anything wrong? We'll ask our good friend Bob Ballou from KI Sports.
And we'll talk Cowboys with RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com at 2:35.
He's got to be happy about how they're playing.
He's RJ.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Go crazy. We were talking about during the break about how several, Manic Monday, Prince wrote Manic Monday for the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
Prince, I think, co-wrote, but certainly performed on my favorite Madonna song, Like a Prayer.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
A lot of hidden talents with that.
Oh, what a talented man.
Yep.
His, I looked it up to
His
see.
aura.
He's got aura. That's what the kids would say. He's got aura.
He turned out Sheena Easton, and you've got the look.
He's got on the Rolling Stone top 500 albums of all time. You know, they made that list, I think, starting in the year 2000 was the first time they made it, and they update it every now and again. Right. The most recent one came out in 2023, and Purple Rain was number 8.
I was going to say
on the all-time list.
Pretty good.
Where's Thriller on that?
Let's see. Thriller.
Because they were the two comp. You had to be one or the other.
Number 12.
12.
Yeah.
Prince wins.
Prince wins that battle. He wins that round. Yeah, so number 8 all time. How about that?
As a record.
Man. I think this gives a little bit too much respect to the elders.
He was so big. I knew two Prince impersonators.
What?
Yeah. 2.
Oh, I knew one.
They were everywhere. Michael Jackson and Prince impersonators. You'd see him on the corner.
See, if I looked more like Prince, I think I'd be good at impersonating
Iris's boyfriend, a girl up front, her boyfriend is an impersonator of Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson currently is?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, for some reason in San Antonio, there was one on every corner.
I'm dead
There
serious.
people like there were a lot of Prince and Michael Jackson impersonators in San Antonio for a while.
Wow.
Even current talent shows I've seen on TikTok where like just last year, just high schoolers all doing Michael Jackson
it's
out
a family business.
Yeah.
What's funny is Iris tells me all the time I remind her of her boyfriend, and now it's like, oh, that's weird now. Now it's
darkness.
Start dancing, buddy. There we go.
Arturo says, I sometimes think Prince is on this show with how good AJ sings. Thank you. All right, let's do this real quick. Let's give something away.
Do I get to say, oh, 3 times the charm. Come on down. Here's the next contestant on The Stat is Right.
Thank you, Robbie. You're supposed to introduce me as AJ Barker.
And now, your host, The Stat is Right. Most recently of The Lounge in Reno, AJ Huffman.
AJ Barker when we do this segment.
Oh, AJ Barker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
AJ Barker.
I'm sorry. What about AJ Carey?
No.
We're not assuming that one, no.
No.
Only Bob.
No. I'm going to talk into this microphone. I'm going to...
Bob had the long one, yeah.
I'm not going to use this microphone. I'm going to use this microphone.
And he always held it like at his chest.
That's right.
Wonder why technology went the wrong way.
I don't
that was
know.
when the microphones were little tiny little.
Well, now
pointers.
now you don't even see them. They just they're like in your buttonhole.
But I like the long one. You could point it like far away.
Look like watch this one. I talk into it here. Hear how it sounds. Now watch when I point it at you, Vic. It's going to sound just as good. Sounds just as good, right?
It's the
incredible technology
was so much better.
Here,
and that
here,
was 40
here,
years ago.
Here. Now watch. I'm going to do it behind my back. Here.
Hey!
Oh, come on down.
So the next contestant. So the game we're playing this week is
the longest field goal made by Brandon Aubrey on Sunday against the Chicago Bears. I want the yardage of the longest kick that Brandon Aubrey will make. If you are the closest, you will win a pair of tickets to head to Arlington, Texas. Cowboys Stadium, Jarrah World, they call it. We'll give you 2 tickets to go see the Dallas Cowboys take on Micah Parsons and the Green Bay Packers. A heated rivalry. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So let's go with caller number 2. You're the next contestant on The Stat is Right. Give Vic your best guess, caller number 2, and you could be headed to Dallas. All right, we'll be right back. Wrap up hour number 1. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
Synergenics and Low T Center, your TRT MVPs. Want to get fit like an MVP? Book a free TRT consultation and automatically be entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to a game. Winners selected every week. Book now, TRTMVP.com.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. ALAMO's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app. Use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call. so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for. From smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Except for Robert Spencer.
What did he do?
Said AJ singing reminds me of Bobcat Goldthwait from Police Academy.
He's pretty. That's a pretty good description. They're pretty close.
I hate Robert Spencer. I hate him.
What happened to Bobcat Goldthwait?
I want him blocked.
I think he should be highlighted.
Blocked.
Should get a little crown. And you...
No, he's gone.
That's the comedian that used to drink all the tab, right?
I don't know.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
He's still alive.
Is he?
Yeah, 63 years old. He seemingly, if you do a Google search on him, it seems he has the same fashion designer as Cam Newton.
He's a hat guy.
Oh, look at that.
That's Bobcat. That's
Bobcat Goldthwait is the white Cam Newton.
Either that.
Look at the hat, the glasses. I mean, that's him. That is him.
Really,
that is him. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
If Cam Newton was 5'10" and fat,
what a transformation.
That's Bobcat's. Everything was squeezed out.
Yeah.
Proctor.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Of its time.
Well, there's only 25 of those.
How come you don't have a cool nickname like Bobcat?
Bobcat, I have one.
Like your name's Robert. Like I would have made everybody call me Bobcat.
I don't think you can pick your nickname.
Oh, it has to be given to you.
Yeah, if you try to pick it, then it
usually when you're
like no, but I'm saying like you're Robert Thompson Jr.
No, I'm not. I actually have a different middle name.
Oh,
my dad didn't want a junior.
Okay, but your dad's name is Robert Thompson.
Yeah, we share that name, which I might as well have been.
Right,
like you went 2/3 of the way, crossed the finish line. Man.
Yeah, but if I were like, when in the household was your dad Robert and you were Rob? Always,
pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
You could have at that point said, "Can you guys just call me Bobcat?"
I guess I could have. Bobcat's not a bad nickname.
No, it would have been awesome.
My dad called me Slack Ass.
Oh, it would have been the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Bobcat Thompson. Oh, how badass would that be?
It would have been nice, but I don't think I live up to
Dude,
Bobcat.
I don't even think we'd call you Bobcat Thompson. We'd just say AJ and the Bobcat.
Man, the ratings would have been through the roof.
To be the.
Yeah, you'd be the Bobcat.
There couldn't be another one.
AJ and the Bobcat.
I'm too old to pick up a nickname now, though.
I know you are.
You just can't get it now. You have to get that thing early.
In hindsight, that would have been bitching.
Would have been. Maybe the next generation.
And we could have done like wacky morning.
It could have been, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
was born to do wacky mornings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could have.
Back in the day when you could make your own name up too. See, I started right at the end of that era. Right, because I knew dudes that had the radio name,
and I wouldn't be AJ. I'd be Axeman or something like that.
See, my favorite
some
one
other
of those
AJ,
days.
some other A name.
Mine would be BJ Hunter.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's one of the best I ever heard.
But not as good as Bobcat.
Minix
for
was
you.
Laden Stone.
Or you're going to be John Naylor.
Minnick should have been late at 35.
Late stone.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
To the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Vegas. What a wild finish.
Your home for the NFL.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first, then buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Our office computers were from like 2012.
What? They had computers then?
Yeah, I don't know much about new tech.
Apparently.
So I went to Staples and saved big on an AI-powered HP laptop and HP OfficeJet Pro printer, which also came with 3 months of free instant ink.
And we're back in this century. During Staples HP Tech Event, save up to 35% on HP printers and up to 40% on AI-powered HP PCs.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Into 11/1 select models.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Texas Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ziprecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ziprecruiter.com/radio. ziprecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
George gets justice. After an accident, a lot of people think they can't afford a lawyer. They're already stressed, hurting, or maybe out of work, and the last thing they need is a big retainer fee to get help. But here's the truth. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you only pay if they win. Real help is within reach. Right now, call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we just cleared that trouble spot on Loop 410 eastbound at San Pedro. New trouble spot on I-10 eastbound, that on-ramp from 37. That stall is blocking the right shoulder of the ramp. On 35 northbound, 1604 up to Olympia Parkway, still about a 35-minute commute. We've got some road work. Left lane is open, but it does have you slow. Stop and go from right around Loop 410. 1604 northbound Calabria to FM 1560 Hausman Road. That's starting to fill in and slow down. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In Major League Baseball, Jeremy Pena went 3 for 3 with a walk and scored twice as Jose Altuve drove in 2 runs, and the Astros held off the Rangers Tuesday night 6-5. In Cowboy news, newly signed Jadeveon Clowney is expected to play, making his debut Sunday against the Bears. The Houston Texans offense is getting some help back as wide receivers Christian Kirk and Braxton Berrios are expected to return to action as the Texans take on the Jaguars on Sunday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. It's the Morning Huddle. Axeman and Bobcat 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Did you just give yourself a nickname?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
It's a radio name. You're allowed to.
Oh, but yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going to tell my friends to call me Axeman.
Hey, call me Axeman. T-Bone.
No.
Call me T-Bone.
It's only when I'm on the radio. So
Ham-bone.
you're allowed. Ham-bone. Ham-bone.
Funny how we both jumped into it.
I used to, when I was I was like probably my first or second year in radio. I found this guy who did ham-bone, and I would bring him on my show and just have him ham-bone. Like he was just slapping his legs and slapping his face.
My grandfather used to play.
I don't know if anyone was amused by that but me, but I loved it. I was sitting there laughing my ass off.
My grandfather used to play the spoons.
Oh,
have you seen the dudes play the spoons?
Did he have like a wood guitar with one
he put
string?
2 spoons together, and he would like tap them together. And he would like beat his body with it, like and ham-bone it. Ham-bone, baby. And we both fell into it at the same time.
I love
it's a very white thing, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that is funny. All right, let's get back. Something we talked about yesterday, and the NFL looked into it and said, nothing to see. Tom Brady did not violate any NFL rules by wearing a headset in the coaching booth during Monday night's game.
So I agree wholeheartedly with that statement. But maybe we should write some rules then. Because if there's no rule precluding that, is there anybody at all? I want you to find one person who sees that and goes, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have an inkling of a problem with it. Is there anybody?
I don't know.
See, everybody goes, well, he's an upstanding man. I don't think he would cheat. I don't think he personally would.
It's Tom freaking Brady.
It's Tom freaking Brady.
Now,
but if it was me or that guy, I don't trust that guy. That guy would cheat. But Tom. So you go, well, if that's how we're thinking, maybe we should write some rules here.
But
what if it was Peyton Manning in there?
Oh, Peyton Manning can do what he wants to. They don't care. But Peyton Manning doesn't own a football team. That's the difference.
Yeah, but what if he did? Like, what if he owned like a little bit of the Colts?
Again, Peyton Manning, you go, well, I trust him.
But see, there's a but.
He wasn't involved in. There's no gates with Peyton Manning.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, he's not.
He wasn't a gate of anything.
Ryan Leaf, not so much.
You don't trust him?
Well, I love Ryan. He's a great dude, and his past precedes him, but he's honest as the day is long. But I'm just saying there are guys out there that have a reputation. You go, well, him, I'm not sure. Belichick, I ain't letting that guy in a booth.
No.
Well, what happens if he gets the gig?
They're gate
and
guys.
He's a part owner. He's a gate guy. And if you've been part of a game, well, that's the reason I go, maybe we should write some rules. If there's no rules to preclude this, it's because this has never happened before. So the NFL can say, yeah, there's nothing against the rules. Well, we never even thought that this was even a possibility.
Yeah.
So now that we know that it is, maybe we should define exactly what is allowed and codify it so we know where the line is.
So what we do know is the NFL will not let Brady go into another team's facilities for these meetings. All the production meetings and stuff with Brady, so it's like the whole crew sits down and then they put
fat head.
I was going to say an iPad, but I'm guessing it's a Microsoft Surface. They put the Microsoft Surface
so he can
down.
sit there and talk but not come in the building.
Yes.
Well,
he can only do it remotely.
And again, this all is what Fox is willing to pay for. I mean, if they're willing to have this and he not be a part of the meetings, that's up to Fox. I don't have a problem with that. But I do have a problem with, if I'm a player, would I ever talk to Brady even on the sidelines about scheme or plan? If he came and just talked to me as a quarterback?
I want you to let me put you in these shoes. You're Jackson Dart, young quarterback, young NFL quarterback. Tom Brady walks up to you and says, hey, let's talk about football.
Yeah, I want to see let's see your arm. Let's see.
Of
course you're going to go.
What do you do in this situation? What are you going to do? Be like, oh, I can't talk to you?
Exactly. So
please, they're going to talk to him.
I have a problem with this. I do. And I think the only clean fix here is, and it's certainly Fox's purview, but he shouldn't be on TV. You can't be both. Well,
he says they say that Tom continues to be prohibited from going to a team facility for practices or production meetings. He can conduct interviews off-site with a player like he did last year a couple times, including for the Super Bowl. Okay. And, of course, as with any production meeting with broadcast teams, it's up to the club, coach, or players to determine what they say in those sessions.
All of this is true.
Okay.
Now,
but he does have, while he can't go in, who's his partner? Big Dan Jiggets, or whoever the guy is that's doing the play-by-play.
Yeah.
He does get to go in.
Yes.
And doesn't he get to hear everything that, what's his name, saw? Aren't they talking about stuff at a post-meeting?
Yeah.
Like, you know what he just told me we're going to do on third down? I mean, he still has access that no other owner who has any kind of say or do in a franchise does. He still is above the fold, first in line to get info before the game even starts.
Well, I don't know that Kevin Burkhardt's getting the best info.
But everybody else is. But the cameramen are, the production assistants are, the ones that are holding the mics. Those guys could be just as easily like, hey Tom, you know what I just heard? I mean, he just has more access than anybody else.
Now, for me, I think Tom Brady shouldn't do TV because I don't think he's good at it. But I guess I don't really have a problem with him. If it's again, nobody has to say anything to him. No one's holding a gun to their head.
But they don't have to. But they might, in confidence, say something to somebody's in the room that then goes and relays it to Brady intentionally or not.
Then always be wary. They know Tom Brady's head is on that.
You're right in everything you're saying, and really it comes down to, is Fox willing to have a dude that's going to be probably frozen out?
Yes.
And if they are, then as viewers, I'll suffer and all that. But
if I was the color commentator and I was frozen out, no, they wouldn't be willing to put up with it. But it's Tom Brady.
I agree, and this might last for a year or two. But on the other side of this, it just doesn't look right. It's one of those. I always fall back to the description of porn. I can't define it, but I know it when I see it. I can't define exactly why this is wrong. I can give you a bunch of little reasons, but all in all, it just doesn't look right to have a guy that was on Thursday night sitting in a production meeting with two teams that were going to go at it, and then on Monday night, I see him sitting in the booth listening to the quarterback's calls. That just doesn't feel right.
Now, yesterday, this was an interesting aside, because remember on Monday, Chip Kelly had said, I talk to Tom 2 or 3 times a week about the game plan. Like, we go over plays. And yesterday they asked Pete Carroll about that, and Pete Carroll said, No, that's not true. He's not planning games with us. He's not talking to us about anything other than our conversation we have that are really random.
Well, of course he's going to say that today.
He says they are not set up. They're not structured in any way. He knows he's been very respectful of what he does otherwise. He's of the opinion he doesn't want to be that kind of factor, so he's not. Tom he also said that, well, I'm not denying we have conversations. He says, I talk to Tom. Chip talks to Tom regularly. We have a tremendous asset, and we all get along and respect each other. We just talk about life and football. He has great insight, so we're lucky to have him as an owner.
Where's he getting insight?
But, well, he's saying he's got, from a 20-something-year NFL career.
I'm just saying, but he continues to accrue knowledge to provide that insight on a weekly basis. Again, it just, even by your admission, hey, we don't talk about things individual, but he continues to provide us insight. Well, that insight is accrued by standing with other team coaches and players weeks and weeks. He has insight more than any other owner does.
Yeah.
And that on its face to me seems to be
needs
to be fixed.
It is a little weird that Pete Carroll was like, that's not accurate. That's not what happened.
Well, of course he's going to say that the day after the other coach said it.
I mean, to me, like, if there's nothing wrong with it, why deny it?
Well, exactly. If there's nothing wrong with it, why deny it?
Well, guess what game that Tom Brady's going to work this week?
Is it an AFC West team?
Nope.
Oh, he's doing the Packer.
He's doing Bears Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Really?
we'll all hear Mr. Tom this week.
I wonder how it'd be very
don't be
interesting
mad, Vic.
to put Jerry Jones in a room with Tom Brady and say, Jerry, don't discuss anything team oriented. There's no way Jerry could not.
Don't talk about football.
Don't talk about anything that's going on inside the building to Tom Brady. Jerry going to spill the beans. You know what else we're going to do this week?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do
the game.
The Cowboys are the opposite. The Raiders coaching staff says, no, the owners have no input. The Cowboys owner says, I've got all the input.
I got it all.
I make the final decision.
I am the input.
You know, I made that trade. I'll say it again. I traded Herschel.
I
traded Herschel. I'll tell you again.
I got a button up in there at that owner's suite, and when Shotty calls a play I don't like, I press that button and it sends a jolt of electricity into his nipples. And he knows, don't cross me again, Shotty.
Why you see him yelling all the time.
Jerry would actually
don't you cross me.
Back in the mid 2000s, when he would go down and stand on the sidelines and kind of like pace.
Yeah.
That's
him.
He's kind of too old to do that now.
No, it's a long walk. It's a long one getting down there. But that's the kind of owner that will spill the beans, man.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just something that needs to be fixed. And again, it's not that I don't trust Tom Brady. He's Tom freaking Brady, but he is part of a gate. And
so
we know
two gates.
Yeah,
involved in two gates.
And in Minnie's opinion, like
Spygate.
Belichick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the Spygate and Ballgate or whatever we're calling it. Deflategate.
Yeah.
So all of those and Belichickian, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, that's kind of ingrained. So I just feel like at some point Brady will see or hear something and go, you know what I saw about 3 weeks back. You know, that kind of stuff that, that's just not kosher to me.
Well, as of now, the NFL's saying, looks good to us.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
And you know what? I get it because the networks are probably leaning on them like, hey, man, that kind of excludes a pretty rich talent pool of guys that we might want to hire that will at some point be ownership available with all the money they've made. And then suddenly I can't hire them when they're preeminent talent. Like the fact that Peyton Manning could buy a team. I mean, I get the sense at some point. So you expect Peyton Manning just to disappear from all the airwaves? I just don't see that happening. They allow Dwayne Wade to do basketball games. He owns part of the Jazz, and there's another couple of players that have Robinson, but you don't see him, but that have bought into their team. So that is a talent pool that you would preclude yourself from if you're a network.
I don't think they want to do that.
I don't blame them, but it's for that reason. Yet again, let's put it down in writing. What can and cannot be done, so everybody knows what's. And again, this isn't a law. This is just a rule in an organization. But what is kosher and what isn't?
Yeah. Well, I just don't want him to be on the games because I don't think he's good at it. But I don't think I have a problem with it.
He's handsome, man.
By the way, you know what the Raiders' new GM's name is? Spytech.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
First or last name? Oh, okay.
John Spytech.
What?
It sounds like Spytech, Spytek. It sounds like a criminal last name.
Well, Spytek's the company that's going to create the robot that takes over the world.
Yeah, he looks like a criminal too. Look at him.
Spytek sounds like the bad guy company in Iron Man that like is making stuff that Stark Industries has to buy.
Right, and it's run by a guy that looks exactly like Mark Davis, who looks like a comic book.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Spytek would be like that'd be a bad guy in the Avengers.
So the Raiders are going to end up taking over the world. by steps.
That's why their stadium looks like the Death Star.
And have you seen where Davis lives? Have you seen the spaceship house he lives in?
Oh yes.
I'm drawing. There's strings. I'm drawing strings. There's connections.
Mm-hmm. All right, friends. Hey, we got news that we're gonna have Mike Elko later on in the program today.
8:45.
Coming off a big. Now he didn't have to show up today. My guess is if Texas A&M loses that game 41-40,
he's busy.
He's taking the week off.
But take a victory lap.
They won 41-40. We'll hear from Coach Mike Elko today. He's got the big head today, I would imagine. So we'll be glad to talk to him. Hopefully we can work in Dr. Jason Garrett today as well. And we'll also hear from Jared Jones. I know you guys have been saying, hey, why haven't you been playing Jerry Jones sound? And I know earlier when you said, I'll zap you at the nipples, you thought it was Jerry But that was me doing a Jerry Jones voice. Yeah. Don't you cross me, Shotty. That wasn't really Jerry. That was me. That was the Axeman. But we'll hear from Jerry Jones coming up as well. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. The Institute for Functional Health is appropriately named. That's where I go to monitor all of my functional health. You know, I walked in there it's been about 8-9 years ago. Dr. Torres had just kind of gotten the clinic off the ground, and he was working primarily in weight loss, working with those that people like me that had difficulty, had never really been able to lose weight because, quite frankly, they weren't very good at it, didn't try all that hard. And the success rate had shown that it was worth kind of promoting, and I kind of jumped in early on and have been part and been able to witness the growth of the Institute for Functional Health because it has expanded into something quite literally amazing. It is it's a healthcare factory. If you want to feel better, you want to look better, and all those things that helps our life just go along better, Institute for Functional Health covers it. They worked with my weight loss. Now they're my general practitioner. This is where I go see my doctor. And I'm going there this week. I'm in the middle of my annual physical. I got to step on the scale last week, still way, way down. I'm down 72 pounds from the first time I met Dr. Garrett way back when. I continue to lose weight as part of my lifestyle, but I'll tell you, I run into so many people and they ask me how and why, and all I can say is the old rules apply, but it's how Dr. Torres works with his patients individually, the programs that he does, and how he coaches and cajoles, quite frankly, that is the separator. I've never been in a place that is more happy and upbeat. That's why I love going to the Institute. If it's time for you to lose weight, I want you to call him today. The number is 210-468-1891. His website is IFF Health. It is a great resource. Listen, if you've failed in the past, you don't think you can do it without the help of shots or some kind of pill, you can if you meet Dr. Torres today. Call him. He'll change your life, and when he does, bring your skinny self over and thank me later.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right, only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
Now we can chill, Mom.
Football season is back on Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use my code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. You do have to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Progressive's Teen Driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your four-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Hey, San Antonio, multiple tours overseas, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training toward our low-cost degree and certificate programs. We call that credit where credit is due. For over 75 years, our dedicated success coaches have been helping service members achieve their goals. Get started with local support and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Football season is back on Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use my code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. You do have to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star.
Axeman and Bobcat.
Axeman and the Bobcat.
And Torta Man.
And Torta Man behind the glass. No, DJ Torta, maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe DJ Torta Man. I don't know. We got to work on it. DJ Torta Man on the ones and twos.
Yeah.
This gets the fat girls dancing.
Oh, yeah, it does. Come on.
Look at me.
Gotta lose. Yeah. Yeah, holding like a big old.
They got the motion in the ocean going, baby.
Oh, yeah, they do.
The Joe Burrow-less Cincinnati Bengals have worked to bolster their quarterback room by adding Mike White and Sean Clifford.
Oh.
You thought what?
I thought, who'd Rippon sign with?
I don't know. I didn't see that. No, I don't know. Well, they're both on the practice squad. I mean, Jake Browning is going. I think Jake Browning is their guy. It appears that's who they trust. That's who they're going to roll with. I think part of it is, I mean, they had to add something due to necessity, but Jake Browning is a guy they seem to trust. Mike White's not a bad guy to have in the room, I wouldn't think.
He can spin it. I've always been impressed with White's
Well, they did
arm.
sign Brett Rippon also.
I
You're right.
I thought they brought in Rippon,
He's
too.
actually signed to the active roster.
Yeah, I think Rippon is probably going to be Browning's backup. But I thought White can throw. He's got NFL talent. He just hadn't been able to find a place. But, yeah, they brought in Rippon. And Browning, you can tell, is going to be the dude because he's got a little bit of mobility and he's got a little bit there. And he looks like the kind of quarterback that can hold the line for a minute. But by the time we see Burrow again, I think all will be lost. I think we'll see all of these quarterbacks play at some point.
Yeah. Now, the Bengals normally just keep one extra arm on the practice squad, but they want to have as many options as possible right now.
Man, it sucks to be a Brown right now. It really does.
Well, listen, the bright side, you're 2-0.
Yeah, you got that.
The downside, you probably ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, you're just about to go into a gunfight with a handful of pocket knives. You just don't got the stuff. Again, you might win one or two of these things, but at the end of the day, you're in such a tough division and such a tough conference that, highest aspiration now is wild card.
Yeah.
You're just hoping to be close.
And they didn't even make it last year.
Right. So it just sucks to be a Brown.
There's still we're looking for a word out of Washington on what's going to happen with the Commanders, who lost a tough game to the Green Bay Packers, but also came away with Jaden Daniels having a sprained left knee and is day-to-day. Now, Dan Quinn said that he'll know more after today's practice, which is their first real look at Daniels, how he's going to look, going into the game against the Raiders. And they don't think it's going to be a long-term deal, but his status this week is in doubt, and that's problematic. He got banged up in that game. He was getting hit behind the line of scrimmage a lot.
What would you do?
I would play Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
listen, first of all, you're playing the Raiders.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you can't lose to the Raiders. I quite frankly, I think if Jaden Daniels is out, you and the Raiders are kind of pretty similar.
Yeah, I just because it's the Raiders and it's not a division game or a conference game, I would err on the side of I'd rather him be healthy later on. But I also say if they were playing the Eagles or Cowboys or Giants,
you tough it out.
You kind of got to do it. Yeah.
Well, I know the Giants. I might play Mariota too, but I do think there is something to. This is why you pay a high-end backup. Marcus Mariota is one of the highest paid and one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. This is why you keep him around.
Just don't quit.
Yeah, but you certainly don't want to bring back Jaden Daniels too early, and you don't want to risk a longer-term injury.
It's interesting. He does play in, or at least did, in the style of Jaden. Mobile quarterback, makes the decision, will get up and go, pick up yards with his legs. It was funny when you look around the league how many teams have a different kind of backup quarterback. I think of Baltimore with Cooper Rush, just an entirely different dude than Lamar.
That's something the Ravens, this is the first time they've tried that. Typically they've had Snoop Huntley or Tyrod Taylor or somebody like that.
Jake Browning is an entirely different dude than Joe Burrow. Jake Browning's a dude that would much rather be moving around, move that pocket, let him turn the corner and use all of his ability where, Burrow's just basically a sniper. So it's interesting how coaches look at their backup quarterbacks.
Well, also, dude, when your offensive line is so bad, maybe it's a good thing to have a quarterback. Although, listen, I'm not here to defend the Bengals' offensive line. They're dreadful. The play that Burrow got hurt on, that's not the offensive line's fault.
No,
he was rolling out. He got out of the pocket on his own. Once you do that, you understand, you can only be so protected.
Yeah, I don't blame the line. But there is that, that was not that was just the final straw.
Yeah.
There'd been many other hits that might have led up to it. But finding a backup quarterback, I guess, is first and foremost, and his style is second. As long as I can trust him, I don't care what he does.
So we'll know more. I guess maybe tomorrow we'll know more about the Jaden Daniels thing. But
I'd be surprised if he played.
Yeah,
it just feels like you just can't risk him being banged up for 15 straight weeks. And if I can buy him 14 days of rest.
Yeah, although I don't know, man. You can't feel good about – if you're a Commanders fan, you don't feel good about your team right now.
No, but –
You struggled to get by the Giants, who are a trash can.
Well, I mean, they were, we thought, but they did unleash –
They are.
They unleashed a 400-yard burger and hung a bunch of points on an average defense. I don't know what the Giants are. Maybe they're better than we think. But they do have a record, and more importantly, they are just like – Cincinnati. If they don't have Jaden, they don't got nothing.
Right.
I mean, I don't care who's coming into play. They don't have it. So I need to make sure he's going to be here in December.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that this team is going to be nearly what people thought.
And
they were
that
be.
is indeed the fear. And maybe that's even more important to sit him down, because without him, we're even worse.
By the way, they also lost Austin Eckler for the season with an Achilles.
There was something wrong with him before he got hurt, though.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, old.
I saw him get walked down, and I remember when Eckler was one of the top 10 fastest dudes in the league.
Yeah,
so.
But without him, he's sort of a safety valve for Jaden Daniels a lot of the time. Now that's gone as well. That running back room is certainly it's not as fun as it was when you had extra guys. So now it's like the Krosky Merritt and Chris Rodriguez it's ugly.
And meanwhile, Scary Terry's like, I'm open.
Right.
Throw me the ball.
Yeah. So it's I think things are looking rough right now for Washington.
But the good news is they got the Raiders. Could be worse.
It could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. But if you lose to the Raiders, now you're 1-2, and suddenly the wheels are coming off on a team that, again, it's entirely possible they had one good year. Sometimes that happens when you're playing a last place schedule. You can sneak up on some guys. Nobody has film on your quarterback.
I'm not out on him yet. I think Jaden's electric. I really do. That he's such a difference maker that he can lift them to places that team on its own can't.
I do too, but not on one leg.
No, I agree. That's why I sit him down, man. If we lose this one, I'll take 1-2 as long as you're healthy, because that gives me at least a shot at 500 for the rest of the year. Without you, I might not get another one.
Estrada says Giants have a good defense. Sure didn't look that way.
They got good defensive dudes. I'll give you that.
Sure didn't look that way on Sunday, did it?
I'm a fan of the Brian Burns. I'm all in on that dude. He's very quickly become one of my favorite defenders.
Yeah,
he can ball.
But I don't know that I can say they've got a good defense.
No, but they got, like we said, they got 3 or 4 good dudes. But the defense, no. Look at what the Cowboys did to them. My God.
All right. I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy, and football is back, baby. Underdog is back. And I did not win my lady basketball underdog play last night because the Aces didn't get the job done, unfortunately. Womp, womp, womp. But I'm going to be back. And the good news is I had all that money from the Monday Night Football game. I was playing with house money, baby. I'll be back in action again. I'm going to play a little baseball tonight. The Astros-Rangers game, we're getting interesting right now. I might go with higher on RBI for Jose Altuve, who's picking up a little bit of load right now. Maybe a way to look for me. And obviously, I'm getting ready for football this weekend. Thursday night football. I love doing the standalone games on Underdog. And then Monday night as well is going to be awesome. You can do college football, and the UFC is always a good time on Underdog. Guys, it's so easy. Just pick whatever your favorite players, whether go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, whatever. You get them right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO to score $50 in bonus funds when you play for your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a stall on I-10 eastbound. That on-ramp from 37. It's blocking the right shoulder of the ramp. Road work 35 northbound, 1604 to Olympia Parkway. Only the left lane is open. Traffic is just crawling along about 35 minutes or so. Stop and go from Loop 410. On the 35 northbound connector to 1604, we've also got road work blocking the connector ramp. 1604 rolling slowly, northbound Calabria to Houseman, about 10 minutes, and about 15 minutes on 90 eastbound. 211 on over to Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
The Fall Golf. The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
This report is sponsored by Prime Big Deal Days. Prime Big Deal Days are happening on October 7th and 8th with savings up to 40% off. This is your chance to grab that item you've been thinking about. It's Prime Big Deal Days, coming soon, October 7th and 8th.
Progressive's teen driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's teen driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
Nigel, why are you wearing a backpack?
I'm going back to school.
Folks, when your AC decides to flunk out or your home's plumbing is stuck in detention, you don't have to worry. At Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating, our technicians are certified with all the latest technology and can fix any plumbing or AC issue fast and at a fair price because you deserve the A+ service.
Gotta go, Joel. We're studying paper mache. I might have to pull an all-nighter.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time, like car wash. Right now, you can save 20% on the Armor All Complete Car Wash Kit. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Open Phone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Open Phone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Open Phone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Open Phone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Open Phone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
When I used to fight, I used to say that the work was all in the training camp, and then fight night was like when you got to have fun. Is that how you feel about football games, or is there too much stress to have fun?
No, man, you nailed it, man. If you can't have fun playing and coaching this game, man, you are in the wrong damn business. It's exactly what you said. You work your butt off during the week. Sunday at 12 noon, man, that's why we do this, man, to go out there in front of the home fans at AT&T. And if you can't have fun doing that, like I said, man, you need to check your heart rate.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game, Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
After me.
Axeman and Bobcat, Cowboys from Hell, DJ Tortaman spinning it.
Yeah.
This is a choice here, Vic.
I love this song.
This is a choice. Someone. We got more comments on your shirt today, Rob. Your shirt choice.
What's wrong with the shirt today?
I don't know. Somebody said you were wearing a Howdy Doody shirt. And someone said that they watched King of the Hill and Bobby Hill owns that exact same shirt.
There you go. Again, I don't see a problem.
That boy ain't right. I tell you what.
Bobby, you weren't my son, I'd hug you.
I watched it all over again, too. Like
I still season. My Temu Hulu, I still haven't seen it yet.
Really?
They
haven't released
I've seen it twice.
It's so good, man. It really is good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I hope they do more. I don't know if they will, but
I think they will. Yeah. I think there's
it's
money
too
in
successful. There, I mean, there's money and there's gold in them hills.
The cartoons are cheap. Those are cheap.
Yeah, man. That's what I'd do. I'd keep cranking them out, baby. Crank out more cartoons. It's funny. I usually hate cartoon shows, but I love King of the Hill. I love King of the Hill and The Simpsons. That's it. I don't even like Family Guy.
I love Family Guy.
I know. Everybody loved Family Guy. I was just kind of like, it's okay.
Even The Simpsons.
Do you like Futurama?
What about
no?
South Park?
Nope. Never a big South Park guy.
South Park. What about SpongeBob?
Nope.
Oh, I've seen every SpongeBob.
Nah.
I liked Ren and Stimpy when I was a kid. And I liked Beavis and Butthead.
What about Cat Dog?
But when they remade Beavis and Butthead,
the old King of the Hill.
Oh, not good.
No, it didn't go well. But see,
old
that's
King
my
of the Hill
era.
I loved. Yeah.
Well, the original King of the Hill was kind of my era. That was old school.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
the
late
good
80s. Yeah,
that's not late 80s.
That was
I
the
think it's in the 90s. Yeah, for sure. All right. let's continue our conversations here today. And the conversation we had yesterday was about the tush push. An Eagles fan on the chat gets real defensive when you talk about it. Well, apparently so do the Eagles players. This Jordan Mailata.
Yeah.
It makes his blood boil. It makes my blood boil when people say that's the only reason we won that foosball game. They did run it 7 times. And
how many times did they cheat?
Every single time. Jordan Mailata said, I understand the outrage. What I don't understand is them using it as an excuse to why we won the game. I think it's incredibly disrespectful to our defense and our special teams who balled out. And my brothers on defense and special teams who balled out that game, who had our backs when we weren't moving the ball or we weren't doing anything.
What's wrong with admitting that's why you won the game? I don't get it why you're mad. What are you talking about? You should be proud of it. Yeah, we won the game because we do this better than anybody in the history of this football game. We're so good at this. You guys tried to change the rules, and we're going to keep doing it until you stop us. Now, I will say that since we have evidence, and, there's a portion of this NFL that did try, just not a big enough portion. I get the sense that the refs are going to take a much more active role in neutral zone and firing before the snap. I think that there's going to be a much closer eye put on this, and all these cameras and all these things that we're using for technological advancements will be applied to this. So Philly won't be banned from it, but they are going to do it by the letter of the law.
They're going to have
out.
to, man. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. I say they're going to have to. The officials are going to have to do something about it. But Mailata said, when I see those things, they fly across my timeline, it kind of irks me a little bit. It pisses me off because we give so much to this game, and to kind of base off of a short yardage play that is a football play and say that we won the game on that, but not how our defense played, not how our special teams played, have been putting us in those positions. I think it's bull crap. I just think it's rubbish.
Shut up, bro.
Absolute rubbish,
it's
man.
Bull crap. We won the Super Bowl because of that, but it's bull crap.
It's rubbish. Absolute rubbish, man.
Where are you from, Mailata?
Absolute rubbish, mate. Absolute rubbish, mate. It just makes my blood boil to hear such
from
things.
South London?
It's all right. By order of the Peaky Blinders, no more pushing tushes, yeah?
All right. Rubbish.
It's rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
If there's nothing wrong with it, why are they so defensive?
I don't get it. I don't know. And it's listen, they asked Andy Reid about it, and he said, if guys are moving early, then you got to call that. So they'll go back, they'll look at that and see what their evaluation of it is. It could be different than mine. Mine, I felt like guys were moving.
Because they were.
That's why I was griping about it on the sideline with the officials.
It's not felt like they were. It wasn't feel. We saw it.
But they needed 24 votes to eliminate the play. They got 22.
So because there's there's more than a preponderance. We're nearly we're nearly to 2/3 here. I do think that there's going to be some calls made. It's kind of like the old you can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride.
Right.
No, we're not going to ban it. We're going to make it really hard to be successful. We're going to make sure the neutral zone is protected. You can't have a quarterback that lines up directly over the football to give him even more leverage. You're going to have to the center's going to have to back off the ball a little bit and pay attention to pre-snap movement. And if they do all that, then yeah, keep doing it. But that competitive advantage will be gone.
I want to see some of these teams who they end up getting screwed by the tush push if they change their mind, because the 10 teams, Eagles, Ravens, Browns, Lions, Jags, Dolphins, Patriots, Saints, Jets, Titans, those are the ones who voted against it. I wonder if one of them got done the way the Chiefs just did. Like if that was the Ravens who lost like that.
I wonder how holy hell, how much
would they change their mind
Probably
about
not.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I just think there's this competitive disadvantage that we've reached. And the refs, and we've overlooked some things because it was so successful. And the fact of the matter is, it's kind of fun to watch. It really is to see those dudes line up and see that rugby scrum about to happen to see if they can get it done yet again. I about halfway enjoy it.
I don't mind it either. I I want it to be officiated properly.
And I think
That's
because we enjoyed watching it, because it is a good story, we let the rules kind of slip away. That we allowed them to crowd the line of scrimmage and get real low and get the center over the football to give him even more leverage to get to that two technique. So if they enforce the rules, then, I think everybody will be all right because it'll make it that much more difficult.
The Eagles on 3rd, 4th, and 1 with that play, 96.6% over the last 3 years.
Ridiculous. It really is. It's to the point where it's not just about if you don't like it, stop.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to stop already. It's impossible to stop if you're not going to officiate it. That's all. Like I said, it's very difficult to stop if they did it right.
Right. So at this point, when your officiating allows it to get even more difficult, it's become this competitive advantage that, quite frankly, is silly. Now, here's the strange stat. Even with that, Philly has punted the football. Did you know there's one NFL team that has not punted yet?
The Colts.
Yes.
Colts have not punted and have not had a turnover.
Isn't that crazy? The Colts have gone 2 games and not punted the football.
Juggernaut. You know who had a real bad week last week? Brian Daboll. Because
his QB threw for half a mile, but he has proven that you missed the mark there on Danny Dimes. He's actually not that bad.
He left Buffalo. Josh Allen won the MVP. And now Daniel Jones looks like he can actually play football. It's like, we're starting to figure you out, Daboll.
You're just
you might have just been the guy that was in the room when Josh Allen was there. And I was guilty of this. I was worried when Daboll left because I thought Daboll was really who kind of got Josh Allen to turn the corner.
Well, I don't think both can be true here. I do think he had a huge role in Josh Allen becoming who he was. I'm not going to say that he wasn't, but I don't think it's translated quite as much as everybody thought.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him credit for Josh because he did change Josh Allen. He did make him a better quarterback.
Yeah, I saw some. You know what? And we'll do this on the other side because we've only got a couple minutes left in this segment. But I saw some early season stats, including about the Colts and just some interesting ones. One about the Cowboys. But it's like through 2 games, are these stats real or fugazi? And at least the article I was reading seems to think people think the Colts offense might be for real.
Well, if Taylor can run and just take a little bit of pressure, I haven't seen enough of him to tell you what I think, to be honest with you. But my guess is Taylor's running the football well enough to protect his quarterback.
What's the Colts schedule look like? That might be – because that's one thing I will say, take it with a
they've got an easy schedule considering their conference there.
Playing the Dolphins, beating the hell out of the Dolphins.
But that's how teams jump up, though. That's why we do this the way we do it. So because you get to play a last place schedule. So
they get the Titans this week. They're at Tennessee, but not it's not that's a winnable game. It's a winnable game certainly, and they're at the Rams the week after that. That's what I'm waiting for.
It'll be the test.
But man, their first 6 games. Dolphins, Broncos, Titans, Rams, Raiders, Cardinals. They ought to be able to make they ought to be able to make some hay. And I looking at their late season schedule, they got they have all their division games, Jags, Texans, and another with the Titans. But
I think the momentum's going to slow down.
I tend to think so.
They're obviously better than anybody thought they were. But for us to expect this is going to be some kind of playoff run would be just about outlandish in my mind. Maybe it's there, but just by the schedule. They might fall. They might be 8-1 without anybody even having to blink.
Someone has to win that division.
Yeah,
and the Texans are 0-2.
I agree, but there will be no wild card coming out of that division. So you're gonna have to win it.
But and it doesn't look like the Texans' problems are easily fixed either. So
they got some receivers back this week. Some help's coming.
Okay.
They don't have a line, but they've got a great defense. At least they got a bunch of great defensive players.
Yeah.
And they get some Christian Kirk's back. So I think there's some help around the corner for the Texans. But they're in a tougher battle now than we expected to have to deal with the Colts.
Yeah. They've got a couple division games. They're at Jacksonville this week and then home to the Titans next week. But their schedule is rough. They're at Ravens later, at Seahawks, the Bills, at Kansas City, at the Chargers. It ain't an easy schedule for the Texans. Starting 0-2 was a nightmare scenario for them if they're going to try to make the playoffs. All right, Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at a couple of those stats, and I'll see what you think about them, if they're real or fake after 2 weeks. Also want to get into some college football today, and of course we've got Mike Elko joining us later on in the program. They're actually coming up in the next hour. Look at that.
8:45.
And we'll give away a couple tickets to Cage the Elephant on the other side. We've got In This Moment tickets later on as well. Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 11/1. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Hey, we're back to school and the routines are getting put in place. What are you doing with your fur babies every day? Are you leaving them at home all lonely and sad in a kennel? Or are you taking them to a fun place, a place where they're having all the fun they can with their doggy buddies? If you are, you're doing it right. Head over to Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. They've got everything you need to keep your pet happy, whether it's just for the day, an overnight stay. Maybe you got a long weekend to go see your alma mater play. Take your dogs to Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. They're going to be cared for like you would care for, and even more, I would bet. Do you have a splash pad in your backyard? I doubt it. You know, Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit does. Do they get a tuck-in treat every night? You know, Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit will do that and so much more for your pet. That's why I take my dogs. Avery and Sensei love Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. They're 24/7 on-site care. I got webcam access when I need it. I can check on them anytime. Their staff treats my babies like I treat my babies. They even do temperament assessments when you take your dog to make sure they're playing well with others. Write this number down. It's 210-750-1298. There's 1298. There's specials for newbies. I'll tell you what, there's no better place in all of San Antonio for your pets. That's mybunkinbiscuit.com, Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. Go there. I know your baby's going to thank me later.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. That bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Protect your home and auto by bundling them with Progressive, and you'll have a little less to worry about. But we know you'll find other things to worry about. Like that text you just got from your boss. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Oh, hey, call me when you get a sec. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, at least you protected your home and auto with Progressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Guys, this season it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We've got the winning game plan with personalized TRT. Book a free consultation and automatically entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to a major sporting event. Female patients also eligible. For more information or to book your appointment, go to trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Got a new trouble spot on 1604 eastbound Bulverde Road. This wreck is in the right lane, causing about a 6-8 minute delay. Stop and go from Blanco Road. Now, we did clear the wreck at 410 eastbound approaching Austin Highway, and the accident at 90 eastbound General Hednell, that is cleared as well. Now, we've still got this road work on 35 northbound 1604 to Olympia Parkway. The connector ramp blocked as well, and it's causing about a 35 minute delay. Stop and go from Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In Major League Baseball, Jeremy Pena went 3 for 3 with a walk and scored twice as Jose Altuve drove in 2 runs, and the Astros held off the Rangers Tuesday night 6-5. In Cowboy news, newly signed Jadeveon Clowney is expected to play, making his debut Sunday against the Bears. The Houston Texans offense is getting some help back as wide receivers Christian Kirk and Braxton Berrios are expected to return to action as the Texans take on the Jaguars on Sunday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, everybody, good morning. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
We're over halfway through the halfway.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh!
I didn't mean to start
Take
that.
Vic's hand. He'll make it, I swear. You want to hear Cher do it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa! I'm living on a prayer.
Yikes, man.
Take my hand.
How old is Cher? Like 91?
She's Rob's age. She's the Bobcat's age.
She's the Bobcat's age.
She's a few decades older than that.
Don't you be hating on Cher.
I'm not hating on her. She sucks the life out of those young men.
Would you make
when
love
I
to
first
her?
met her, I was 24 years old. Last week.
Yeah, she's the Lady Jeffrey Epstein.
Sucks the life right out of you. Just a vampire. Thank you.
Yeah.
The dried carcass can leave now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She's the Lady Leo DiCaprio. I get older, they stay the same age. Yep.
She's the Red Queen.
Yep. Hey, whatever gets it done, baby. Whatever gets it done.
Red Witch. That's what it was. The Red Witch.
I always remember her from the movie Mask. You remember that with Rocky Dennis?
With Rocky Dennis and then Sam Elliott. Yeah.
No, I'm old enough to have watched her variety show with Sonny. The Sonny and Cher hour.
Really?
Yeah, man, when she was a sex symbol.
I got you, babe.
That was my favorite
I got
45.
you to walk with me.
No, she did a song called
I got you to talk
she did
with
a
me.
song called Half Breed.
I remember that.
You don't hear that much anymore.
You don't hear that very much anymore.
Different times. It was a big old different time.
Those were different times indeed. The easier times, more simple times,
Right?
you know? Yeah.
No one was butthurt all the time.
Well, yeah, I get when.
I imagine if you were
if they
upset with
were,
that one.
If they were, nobody knew.
nobody knew.
No
You didn't
one
have
cared.
social media.
Nobody
no one cared.
cared.
No one was clamoring for Cher to be canceled or lose her job.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be on that lady singing show anymore. Well. All right. So some of the early season stats that they threw out here. One of them, and this one just says the Colts have one of the most potent offenses in the NFL, and the verdict is it's real. It says Indy's on the kind of offensive tear you might expect in the Peyton Manning era, scoring on its first 10 drives of the season and not punting through 2 games. No one is predicting the audacious level of consistency, but the Colts' combination of decisiveness from Daniel Jones, savvy play calling from Shane Steichen, and a versatile stable of offensive weapons position them to remain a dangerous offense. Colts rate second in offensive expected points added, 23.6, and are tied for first in yards per play at 6.5 yards per play.
The numbers don't lie.
I mean, it is pretty damn real. Pretty damn real. And then it talks about the Texans. C.J. Stroud with the 39.1% pressure rate. That is 7th most in the league. And they say that is absolutely real. And it's not I mean, the offensive line is bad. That is part of it. But it says play calling to get pass catchers open down the field, failing. Pass protection, failing. Offensive line struggling to block. Stroud holding the ball too long. All those things are happening. And it says better AFC opponents coming down the pike. If it doesn't get better, Houston's not a playoff team.
I would completely agree. I do. They're not as bad as it seems. I will say that.
Okay.
They're not as bad as it seems. They're not good, but they're not as bad as it seems. And they're getting a little bit of help offensively back. Now, the worry is Stroud. Is he going to continue to regress? And the one thing that I hate to see, and it's probably a product of he doesn't have a running game and he's trying to check, go through his progressions, that the holding the ball too long is the symptom of a bigger problem. But it's a terrible symptom to have if you're not getting rid of it. You know what I mean? You're inviting sacks, you're inviting injuries, you're inviting interceptions.
Then it says Buffalo Bills. The Bills, how about this stat? The Bills lead the league in rushing attempts.
Well, that includes Josh Allen taking off. So
True.
I get it.
But I mean, he hasn't run a whole lot this year, but they have 3 guys, and that's why I was like, man, I was surprised they paid James Cook what they did, because Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, they rotate those guys in.
Well,
everybody
Cook had
carries
100
the ball.
yards last weekend.
Yeah, he had a big day. How about this one? The Dolphins rank 29th in the NFL in rushing yards per game.
Although
they can't run the ball.
Devin A-Chain, while they're not running the ball traditionally, A-Chain is picking up yards. So they're doing that catch the ball in the flat and put your dudes in space.
Yes.
So they have a running game, but it ain't like through the inside the tackles for sure.
Let's see. Oh, the stat for the Jets: 21st in yards allowed, 30th in points allowed. For a defense that everyone thought was the strength of their team.
No way to go through life.
They are not good on defense.
No sauce.
How about this one? Baltimore Ravens. Mark Andrews has 2 catches for 7 yards in the first 2 games of the season, and it says this is real. Andrews has not been part of the Ravens' game plan, and at 30 years old, he's run only 38 routes. It's hard to imagine that he gets more of a target share because Isaiah Likely has missed the first 2 games.
Right, and he's still not playing.
And when he comes back, you imagine Mark Andrews becomes even less of a part of the game plan.
Tell you what, he dropped that pass and never has come back.
That was the end of him.
Dude, that sucks.
That's
through
pretty
a whole
wild.
off season. You're trying to get back in the good graces of everybody, and now you can't get open or they won't throw you the ball.
How about this one? The Cleveland Browns have produced one run of 10 yards or more this season. One. You think that?
Given the devastating backfield that they have, I'm shocked.
Now it does say that the run game was. They say this isn't gonna hold up because Kevin Stefanski is like focused on the run. The run blocking has not been great, but it says Quinshon Judkins looked promising when he got in the game last week.
But they're going to face 8 in the box. I mean, what else?
What do you mean, Joe Flacco out there spinning it, baby?
See, I think you might want to just go with what they give you in this situation. Let Flacco throw some darts because you're going to seriously 7-8 in the box constantly.
How about Steelers ranked 29th in yards allowed, 29th in points allowed per game. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's the kind of stat that will get Tomlin on a hot seat.
What if I told you this? On top of being nearly the worst defense in the league through 2 games, they have the league's highest paid defense by $25 million.
You paid TJ and those boys the big safety? Yes.
Yeah. They $25 million more than the next most expensive defense.
They're also the oldest defense in all of football.
They look dreadful.
That's a terrible stat to hear. It really is. If you're a Tomlin fan and suddenly the defense isn't showing up, why are you here?
Exactly. How about this one? Patrick Mahomes leads the Kansas City Chiefs in rushing yards. That is not a good sign.
Whoa.
That is not a good we're not talking about Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen.
I will say as a fantasy owner, I'm not against it. If I had him in fantasy, I would not be upset because I saw him. He scored some points last week fantasy-wise because of those legs, but that's no way to go through life, son.
Mahomes is the second quarterback since 1950 through in each of the first 2 games, he doubled any other player on his team in rushing yards.
That's the kind of thing you read on an obituary. That portends a very bad season.
The other guy who did that, Cam Newton.
Yeah, and that damn near killed him.
That is incredible. Okay, here's maybe a surprise stat. The Raiders have allowed the 5th fewest points this season. The Raiders' defense might be legit. 16.5 points per game through 2 weeks.
It's a product of a couple things.
Well, here's what I will say. They hired Pete Carroll, who is a defensive coach.
And
I think their mindset is going to be different.
And also, they're running the ball well, so they're not scoring a lot, but they're keeping offensive off the field. So no, I think that adds up. And I'm all in on Genty. He's a gift.
The stat for the Cowboys. The Cowboys have scored 4 rushing touchdowns. And that might not sound like
2 games.
That's not a wild number, right? Until you remember how many they scored last year. Do you know how many rushing touchdowns the Cowboys scored last year?
I know that 3, 4?
6. All season long, they scored 6 touchdowns.
Well, early
Javonte
returns,
Williams has 3 already.
And Miles has the other one, right?
Yeah.
Javonte is proving to be exactly what they paid for.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yep. So that makes you a better
everything.
It makes you a better red zone team. That's a vital factor. The stat for the Commanders, Terry McLaurin is on pace for fewer than 700 yards.
Yeah, that's a lot of money per catch.
700 yards. Boy, if they paid him that kind of money, and he's received a similar number of targets as he did last year. He got 6.88 targets per game. He's at 6.5
Man, it
right
doesn't
now.
feel like that. It really does not feel like he's being targeted. It doesn't.
Well, he is. Same as last year. How about this one? Chicago's defense, 32nd in points allowed.
That 50 burger will do it.
And they say that is real. It's real. It ain't gonna get better. They are going to Ben Johnson. The whole goal is, I guess Ben Johnson's going to outscore guys. But the Bears defense was supposed to be what this team was built on, and then
we've had 2 games. The first game wasn't so bad. What his former coach and mentor or nemesis now, evidently they're not getting along, did to him. I don't know. It's kind of a limited sample size, but there's no way that the Bears can consistently outscore anybody.
Joe says Lions stat, por favor. The Lions are tied for the NFL's most receiving touchdowns this season.
Well, Goff had 5 touchdowns last game.
The Packers stat. The Green Bay Packers lead the league in quarterback pressures.
I wonder how they managed
That's
to do
a
that.
Shocking development. They've got
because in preseason I didn't think they had the dudes.
What happened? They have had 38 quarterback pressures through 2 weeks.
I would hasten
they
to
are
guess.
second in sacks.
They're the best team in the NFL right now. And I would, if we went through all the leaders and stats and the top 10s and all these things, I bet both offense and defense, the Packers are in a lot of these top 10.
I'm sure they are. Yeah.
I mean, they are the
They are
most
off to a good
complete,
start.
best team I've seen in 2 games.
They have been off to a really, really good start. Maybe here's a surprise one. The Saints defense is tied for second in the league with the Packers for 8 sacks.
Well,
I don't know that that's going to keep happening. And it says it's a mirage.
Yeah.
Like they're saying that ain't going to happen. Let's see. 49ers, middle of the pack. Again, middle of the pack in scoring touchdowns in the red zone. They say there's reason to believe that number will improve as the year goes on.
Well,
while the 49ers can never count on being fully healthy, they should get George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk back at some point.
Well, that's months away.
Yeah, who knows?
Months away for Kittle. I think they will get better just because until Purdy is fully functional, and how long is that going to be? At least their quarterback will have more reps to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think, yeah, it could improve. And as long as you got at least one healthy, whether it's McCaffrey or Juwan or somebody, I think Shanahan's just a good enough play caller for that to even out.
And the Seahawks stat, Zach Charbonnet is playing more than Kenneth Walker. Through 2 games, Charbonnet has had 66 snaps, Walker 44.
But
Walker has been the more productive. Yeah. So if you're a fantasy football guy.
I have him on a team, and he had a great game last week. Now, the first week, yeah, he got left behind.
For fantasy purposes, it hasn't bothered you yet. It probably will eventually.
It doesn't portend well, I can tell you as an owner, because he had a game where he did not get the ball.
And the reason why they like Charbonnet is he's so much better as a pass protector that they like having him back there. So expect Charbonnet's snap count to go up as the season goes on, which is, I mean, I guess if you got Kenneth Walker, you probably took him in the 1st or 2nd round.
I took him pretty early. Yeah,
he was not cheap.
He was my second back taken.
Let's see. Was it who asked? Art, line on the Cowboys-Bears game. It's the Bears are 1.5-point favorites. Art,
which is take those Cowboy money and run, man. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna play the over and just.
I think there's definitely the over.
Watch the scoreboard.
I think the Cowboys are gonna boat race this team.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the Cowboys are boat racing anybody.
That offense, I think, is good enough to boat race a team like the Bears and going up
on the road.
Yeah, especially going up on the road. I think it's a perfect time for the Cowboys to go do this.
Why couldn't they boat race the Giants?
Well, I think the Giants are going to turn out to be a little bit better, and they kind of did. I mean, they scored a lot of points. I'm not mad at their defense, and you give up a career record to Russell. I don't think that's going to happen to Caleb. I think it's a 10-point win. I think there's some steam behind the Cowboys right now.
I don't feel that way.
Really?
No.
I think when you win a game like that,
I feel like
coming off the heels of a game that you felt good about yourself, going against a Bears team that is looking inward like, my God, what just happened?
I felt better about the Cowboys' performance in Week 1 in a loss than I do about their performance in Week 2.
The Bears were just better than I thought they were going to be. Maybe that was a mirage.
The Giants?
I mean, the Giants are they were just a better football team than I expected.
I don't think they're that good. I think the Cowboys just made them look really good.
And we'll see. I mean, we do have such a limited sample size, but the way that offense moves the ball and the way I saw the Bears just give up acres and acres and acres to Detroit, I feel like, shoot, the Cowboys score 50.
Yeah. All right. Well, when I do it, I'm going to be drinking Carbach. You know that. I'm going to be popping those Carbachtoberfests over the weekend because they're still in stores, still available in stores for a little while. It's a seasonal, so it's here for a good time, not for a long time. So get your hands on it while you can. Eric Warner will join us next Tuesday to talk about what's new in the world of Carbach. But right now, Carbachtoberfest and the Pumpkin and Lager are the 2 seasonals that you'll find on shelves. And if that's not your flavor, no big deal. There's something for everybody in that lineup. They've got the Love Street, which is their best seller. That's everybody can drink a Love Street. I'll tell you that right now. If you like drinking beer, you're going to like Love Street. It's their best seller for a reason. It's their Kolsch style blonde. Eric is the king of Kolsch. He literally wrote the book on brewing Kolsch, and that is Carbach's take on it. Hopadillo, if you're an IPA man, that's their flagship IPA, a punch you in the mouth, hop forward West Coast IPA. Crawford Bock, Ziegenbach, there's something for everybody, and it's all over town. Not just in the grocery stores and the liquor stores, but in tons of bars and restaurants as well. So when you're watching the football this weekend, hell, maybe you're watching baseball tonight, go ahead and ask your bartender to please make it a Carbach.
The Fall Golf Classic. Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
Hi. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Progressive's Teen Driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday afternoon at 3:25. The Cowboys are in Chicago taking on the Bears at Soldier Field. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
That's right, baby. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1. Raphael says, AJ, what happened to the cards you got graded?
Well, the Jordan one's sitting on an auction table right now.
It is up for auction right now. I believe.
What was it, a 7?
Yeah, got a PSA 7 on it.
It was a Texas 8.
It's like there's like a little over like 4 days left on the auction. So right now it's like $4,200 or something like that.
Not bad.
What if there's a vulture waiting?
That's what the guy said. He's like, he said just historically, most of our bidding takes place in the last 10, 15 minutes of the auction. Everybody starts
like, all right, here we go.
Making their final push.
Might be able to sneak in and get one.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully it goes well for me. I'm looking for 55, 6K would be cool. I'd be happy with that.
That's found money, man.
That's it.
Found money.
Just
treat it as such.
Was sitting in my sitting in a binder. I hadn't even thought about that card in 100 years. So, well, not actually 100 years. That would make me dead.
Jordan, 150.
But right. All right. Where were we? Where were we? Oh, I wanted to. Oh, now I was going to give away those tickets, but Vic left the room. There's no way he's going to the bathroom.
I don't
again.
know, man.
He spent
his body works different than mine.
I mean, how long did you think he was in there? 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah, earlier today. We've probably accrued sum total today an hour.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't either. I don't want to know.
He is just.
Well, see, I do know that he is trying to wean himself down from coffee. It's too much caffeine. So he's been not drinking any coffee for most of the day, and then he has a cup when he gets here to work, and we all know what coffee does.
Yeah.
So he's sped along the process, I think.
Yeah, maybe so. There are new favorites in the Heisman Trophy race. Bum, bum, bum. Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer is your new favorite.
I kind of dig it, man. I like him. I like watching him play.
That is wild.
He reminds me of Johnny, man. He really does. He's a cross between Johnny and Baker. He's got some swag. Some riz.
Johnny and Baker, man.
He does. He has that kind of. I'm not sure if he's as talented as either, but he certainly seems to be. But the way he's electric, the way he lights up an offense, it's pretty impressive to watch. Now we'll see against Auburn. We'll see what he does against a little bit more of a defense. But so far, he's the best guy I've seen.
John Mateer 8-1. Carson Beck at Miami 9-1.
Second best guy I've seen.
The guy I'd put money on right now, Dante Moore at Oregon, 12-1. Garrett Nussmeier, who was the favorite last week, is now 13 to 1.
He's fallen from favor from me. He no longer pleases me, AJ.
I told you.
He wins. That's all I can say.
Jeremiah Smith, 14 to 1.
He's still the best player in college. That's not the debate between what the Heisman winner is and who's the best is a very different thing. He's the best player in college.
His quarterback, Julian Sayin, is 15 to 1. Also 15 to 1, Gunnar Stockton of Georgia and Marcel Reed of Texas A&M
on the list. We're gonna have to talk to Elko about rat poison.
Joey Aguilar, 16 to 1. Jackson Arnold of Auburn and Devin Dampier of Utah are both at 20 to 1. Ty Simpson of Bama, Drew Aller of Penn State, Baron Morton at Texas Tech, all 25 to 1. Thomas Castellanos at Florida State, 28 to 1. Jaden Maiava at USC, 30 to 1. Lenoris Sellers, 35 to 1. You can throw that away.
He got clocked the other day, too.
Fernando Mendoza at Indiana is also 35 to 1. Haynes King at Georgia, also 35 to 1. And also at 35 to 1, Arch Manning.
You're saying there's a chance.
The preseason favorite. I'm going to go with seems unlikely to get that job done.
2028, we got our eye on 2028.
And Cade Klubnik, you can get him at 80 to 1 if you still have confidence that Cade Klubnik is going to win the Heisman. I got news for you. He ain't. That dude sucks.
Poor dude.
DJ Lagway, 180 to 1.
Does he know what color jersey his team
No,
wears?
I think he might be colorblind.
If got the Vinny Testaverde, Vinny Greenballs problem.
If they counted those as completions, he might have been perfect last week. He might have been perfect last week. Kevin Concepcion's on the list too, 300 to 1. But on the list, so there says something.
What about that quarterback from Indiana? Why isn't he on the list?
He is on the list.
Which one?
He is at Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, that's him.
Is at 35 to 1, same as Arch Manning.
He's another fun guy to watch. He's rising though.
Yeah,
I mean they're passing strangers in the night. The Indiana QB can move around a little bit. He's pretty good.
Sawyer Robertson at Baylor's 45 to 1.
Man, he might be the most fun quarterback.
He does
to watch.
chuck it around, man. He's going to put up some numbers.
Yeah, and a quarterback named Sawyer.
And that's a good game. The Big 12, I think, is kind of in the driver's seat for good games this weekend. With Baylor hosting Arizona State and Utah hosting Texas Tech.
That's
Those might
favorite.
Might be the two best games of the week.
That Utah-Texas Tech game is the one I look forward to the most this weekend.
Utah down to a 3-point favorite in that game. I don't bet against Utah in Utah. They win there. That's just what they do.
But if Tech wins this, they're going to separate themselves in the Big 12. They will be the odds-on favorite.
I think the winner of this game, period, is in the driver's seat of the Big 12, certainly.
Go Tech. I want to see this. I want to see them win it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
A long time since something good happened.
That's true.
Lubbock, you know.
I do like this Devin Dampier though, and I've been cheering for Utah. I like their coach. I like Utah. I like that team, at least as they're currently constructed. I like them. They stunk last year. They didn't have a quarterback, and
they thought they would.
Yeah. Well,
he was 75 years old.
Yeah. Listen, their 14th year quarterback couldn't answer the bell.
Cam. He had a skill set.
Do you think he's playing pro ball somewhere?
Well, I think a UFL might be in the offing.
Let's see. No, he's a coach.
Oh, there you go.
He is
GA.
He is now, let's see, coaching career. He medically retired from football.
Oh, maybe that did it.
So he's coaching high school football at his alma mater, Newberry Park High School. That's not
That's good.
That's a bummer for where that guy could have been to where he was.
He started at UT in 1996.
Yeah. The actual year was 2018. Think about that. 2018, he was at Texas. Now, he didn't play at Texas, so he only redshirted there. But, yeah, then he was up in Utah forever.
This is going to be remembered as such a strange era. I forget the quarterback. I think we even talked about it. One of those 8th-year quarterbacks threw a touchdown pass to a kid that was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
When he first started playing.
Yep. Yeah. He's so old that he lost out on the quarterback battle to Charlie Brewer.
That's right.
Twice. Once at Texas and once at Utah.
Leave me alone, man.
Bro, go somewhere else, man. Go somewhere else. Yeah, so I didn't know. He was medically retired. Makes sense for Cam Rising, but
Go Tech, man. Take care of Utah.
I'm not sure. I
I
might
love
be on.
Kyle Whittingham. I like all about it, but this is a chance for Tech to do something in the Big 12. They spent all this freaking money.
I might be on the other side.
Get some ROI on this.
I think that's why I want to see him fail.
Maybe I get it, but I mean, if you're all in, I appreciate a team that's all in. Like how much you cost. All right, there's $1 million. We'll see you next week.
Hey Vic, what's up, man?
You all right?
Yeah, I just had to go again.
Are you serious?
That Metamucil last night at midnight.
What's going on with you, man?
I don't know, man, but last break I thought I wasn't going to make it.
Jeez.
Sorry. Where's Edwin when you need him?
I was going to give away some tickets and you were gone. I was like,
let's give them away now.
Let's do it now. You're good for a couple more minutes?
About maybe till about 9.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Cage the Elephant is playing Boeing Center at Techport on October 4th. If you want to go see them, I've got 2 tickets for you. Let's go with I'll make it simple on Vic. Caller number 1, October 4th, Bowen Center at Techport. You can go see Cage the Elephant. Should be a fun show. And as usual, if you don't win tickets, and I hope you do win tickets, but only one person is going to win them. But if you don't win them, you can always buy them at livenation.com. But we'll give away more this week, so don't give up hope just yet. Don't give up hope just yet. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Mike Elko, head coach of those Texas A&M Fighting Aggies. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We have cleared one of our trouble spots on 410 eastbound approaching Austin Highway. That wreck did clear. 1604 eastbound Bulverde Road, that one is still there. That wreck takes up a right lane, about a 5-minute delay. Stop and go from Blanco Road. Still heavy along 35 northbound 1604 to Olympia Parkway with some road work. Only the left lane is open and road work blocking the connector ramp 35 northbound connector to 1604. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them. So we're helping you with deals on top brands like Scott's, Pit Boss, Cobalt, and Trex Decking. So get to Lowe's, get it done, and earn your Sunday. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Synergenics and Low T Center, your TRT MVPs. Want to get fit like an MVP? Book a free TRT consultation and automatically be entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to a game. Winners selected every week. Book now, TRTMVP.com.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Nigel, why are you wearing a backpack?
I'm going back to school.
Folks, when your AC decides to flunk out or your home's plumbing is stuck in detention, you don't have to worry. At Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating, our technicians are certified with all the latest technology and can fix any plumbing or AC issue fast and at a fair price because you deserve A-plus service.
Gotta go, Joel. We're studying paper mache. I might have to pull an all-nighter.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. Alamo's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, what is wrong with the Texas Longhorns? Is there anything wrong? We'll ask our good friend Bob Ballou from KI Sports.
And we'll talk Cowboys with RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com at 2:35.
He's got to be happy about how they're playing.
He's RJ.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sounds like something I wrote on my Casio.
Are we calling Coach Elko, or is that Coach Elko calling us?
He'll be calling us in about 5 minutes.
All right, Vic. You're going to have to hold it in.
He's waiting.
I don't know, man.
Jeez, man.
I'll answer it from the bathroom.
We've got to get you a bucket.
What'd you eat yesterday?
Let's see. What I eat? Oh, it was just chicken and rice.
That's it?
That seems pretty basic.
What'd you eat this morning?
My crackers.
I'm telling you,
and
it's the
fruit.
coffee, man. It's the
Yeah,
caffeine.
the
You go without
caffeine.
it for 16 hours.
Yeah,
then
and I don't drink. I don't have any caffeine after like 2 p.m.
Well, it's not just the caffeine; it's what's in the coffee. That just kind of speeds things along.
And now,
you know what I mean?
oh yeah, it's sped it up
Good
all
golly.
right.
I don't know how you do it.
How you lose weight?
The Dabo Swinney. We'll talk to a winning coach here in a minute, but now I want to talk about Dabo Swinney for a moment. He
I appreciate his arrogance.
His press conference said, if Clemson's tired of winning, they can send me on my way.
Send me on my way.
They are now 1-2. He said, hey, listen, if Clemson's tired of winning, send me on my way, but I'm going to go somewhere else and coach. I ain't going to the beach. I'm 55. I've got a long way to go. Y'all are going to have to deal with me for a while.
And comfortable with a 10-year, $115 million deal.
For real. He would say, I would just say, if you don't believe in us because we've lost 2 games down to the last play and we're 1-2, you didn't believe in us anyway, so it doesn't matter. You weren't all in anyway. Now, he said he's had one bad season. They went 6-7 in 2010. In 13 of the last 14 years, Clemson's won 10 or more games. The lone season without 10 wins came in 2023, and they went 9-4 that year. He said, all we've done here is win. We've won this league 8 out of the last 10 years. Is that not good? I'm just asking. Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? Good. To win your league 8 out of 10 years, to go to the playoffs 7 out of 10 years, be in 4 national championships, win it twice. Yeah, we're a little down right now. Take your shots. I've got a long memory. We'll be all right. We'll bounce back.
I appreciate everything you said. Everything you said is right. But the landscape in college football has changed. If you were saying the same thing 4 years ago, you'd have every right to say, like, what are you doing? But the world has changed over these last 4 years. Yeah, you've continued to win, but the gap between how you won and how teams win now is very different. And he hasn't adapted well to the NIL landscape. He has not adapted well to these transfer portal rules. He has not recruited guys that have helped him win consistently. So he's not the coach that he was. And he's right. Somebody will hire him tomorrow, but don't act like this because you're not as safe there as you think you are.
If we stink because we haven't played for a national championship since January of 20, well, I guess we stink. But why are we held to a different standard from all these other teams out there who ain't ever won nothing?
We fired our coach because he only went 8-4, dude. You're in line to get fired, my brother.
He says, I work for the board of trustees, the president, and the AD, and if they're tired of me leading this program, all they got to do is let me know. I'll go somewhere else where there's an appreciation. I don't know if it'll be here, but it'll be somewhere.
Respect, man. Respect.
He said, we're not perfect, and we may suck this year. We may lay a freaking egg and go 6-6. I don't think so. I know that's going to disappoint a lot of people, but I don't think so. The reason we're the best program in college football is because we've always battled. We've always responded. Let's respond like we always have and let the story be written.
You don't like it, you can kiss my ass.
Yeah, kiss my
orange Clemson ass.
Kiss my rich ass is what he said. You don't like it. Get your ass out of here. He's only 55 years old. That's surprising to me.
Everything he said is right. Everything he said is right.
Well, there's always pressure. Once you win, there's even more pressure.
Pressure's a privilege.
Keeps on
it
coming.
is indeed a privilege, and he's now earned it.
All right, let's go to the Buyers Barricade guest line, where I'll be honest, I didn't expect to have Coach Mike Elko today, yet here we sit. Here we sit. Coach Mike Elko joins us on the program. Texas A&M 3-0. Good morning, Coach.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Now, were you going to call us if you had lost that game 41-40?
No, I would have blamed you guys.
Okay, that's what I figured was going to be the case.
The reason why we lost is because I went on the radio show with you guys and scratched them off of any further tickets we could possibly do.
Well, it would just further my battered Aggie syndrome and just prove the problem that I've dealt with for so many years. But as we're having fun and talking about it, what was a great win, are we going to do anything with that chair? Is there anything that we can do with the chair that you tossed that we could turn it into some kind of like a motivational tool?
Well, this is what I said. I said it probably was placed in a really bad spot. And in the future, if we could keep it out of my way, it would probably benefit everybody in and around the program.
Including the chair.
Including the chair.
Coach, you guys get I think maybe that was the biggest road win it feels like in some time for as a program. I imagine that's a weight lifted off your shoulders, a weight lifted off these players' shoulders, because that was what everybody was saying is, well, A&M, they're pretty good until they have to leave their building. Did this one feel particularly gratifying to do it on someone else's turf?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, we knew the path to us having, the success that we want to have was we had to improve what we did on the road. I think it was 2.5 years since we won on the road, and we were able to break that streak last year at Florida. And then I think it had been 11 years since we had won on the road at a top 25 opponent. And we were able to break that streak. And I think it was 1979, the last time we beat a top 10 opponent on the road. And so I think we've done some, or non-conference top 10 opponent. And so we hit some things out of the park on Saturday night for sure.
It certainly was a lot of fun. When you take a program over and things start to shift, and this was a first step in I'm sure a very long plan, when you come off of problems, you learn how to get up when you failed. Now you're going to have to learn how to be a success. And with that success and the accolades that come with it, you hear it all the time, the rat poison that comes along with it. What's your concern level of now that success is here and your players are tasting it, how do you maintain that and continue to get better?
Yeah, as a coach, I have a concern level every minute of every day because I'm in charge of a whole bunch of teenagers. In terms of the big picture scope of the question you're asking, we dealt with it a little bit last year, and I think we learned some lessons from it. We beat LSU. We got to number 10 or number 9 in the country. We were 5-0 in the SEC, and I've been well versed on this. We didn't handle that real well, and so I think we learned some painful lessons down the stretch last year that hopefully we've learned how to handle this, learn that the next game is the most important thing that we've got to focus on. And, we're going to have a big one here in about 10 days against Auburn in Kyle Field.
Coach, you guys had some adversity early in this game. You guys were down 17-7. You gave up a touchdown on a blocked punt. Never an ideal way to start a game on the road, especially. How pleased with your team's ability to kind of stay locked in and dig out of a hole that they dug themselves early?
Yeah, I told them I was really proud of how we overcame everything that happened in that game. I don't think it went to script in any way, shape, or form. But I also pointed out that a lot of that adversity was caused by us. And so there's still a lot of areas where, as a program and as a team, we can grow. I still think we're far away from playing at our ceiling, and that's obviously always our goal is to play the best football Texas A&M can possibly play. And I think that's maybe the motivating factor that we have in our building right now is we had a really big win, one of the biggest wins we've had in a long time as a program, but we still believe there's a lot more in us and a lot higher ceiling to what we can play to.
He's Coach Mike Elko, head coach of your Fighting Texas Aggies, joining us here for his regular stop-off. Your offense, the balance required for success is starting to round into form. Where are you in the progress or the progression of this offense? Because you're starting to see fruits on the ground, wide receivers, tight ends, everybody's starting to get involved.
Yeah, it's great to see. We spent a lot of time this offseason talking about our need to improve our pass game, and there's a lot of factors that go into that, but certainly playmakers on the outside was a big part of it. And so, we had really two good games on offense. We had attacked the perimeter really well, but this was an opportunity to do it against a top 10 team with a really talented secondary, and the fact that we were able to go out there and make the explosive plays that we did, I think was really just kind of a rallying cry to what we're trying to get done on offense.
Coach, I said if I were in Mike Elko's shoes and Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame score that touchdown with just under 3 minutes to go, I am thrilled to see them line up to go for 2 because it lets me know exactly where I stand. Worst case scenario, I know I've got to go down, get a touchdown, and get 2 points. Best case scenario, they don't get that 2, and suddenly my job's a lot easier. Were you surprised that they went for 2 in that situation? And am I right that you were happy that they did?
They didn't go for 2. They dropped the snap on the extra point.
Oh, okay. So that I thought it was like it was like a planned thing.
No, it was accident, but it was the most fortuitous accident of all time.
Yeah, for sure that. It was the poor backup quarterback dropped the snap.
I thought they were trying to run a fake or something like that. So, okay, maybe I
can only
corrected.
wish
that
Coach Freeman would have been that. But.
So, I mean, that's a really fortunate thing for you guys. I mean, that's got to be a good feeling. For your offense, you're sitting on the field saying, hey, they just opened the door for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was kind of the rhetoric you heard on the sideline was, hey, let's go win this game now. They opened the door a little bit. Let's go step through it and let's go win the game. And I think, maybe big picture, I think one of you guys referenced BAS. Maybe the fact that we got a little bit of a fortuitous break at South Bend in front of Touchdown Jesus, maybe that's a sign that things are trending in a better direction for the Aggies.
You're living right, for sure. With a running back room like you have and the skill sets that your 4 backs bring, is there a decision as to which guys get to run which plays, or is it just about wind and timing?
I think it's probably more wind and timing. I think we try to be very diligent about not tipping our hand, and I think you can get very predictable if, this kid being in leads to certain plays being run. I think that we have a lot of confidence in our backfield. We got a lot of confidence in what they can do. And so I think we just try to rotate based on, flow, feel, who's got the hot hand. And, obviously we're real excited about all of those guys that we have back there.
Coach, you guys sitting at 3-0, but there's always going to be a-holes like me who look back at the schedule and go, yeah, but is that win going to age well? And I've done it so far with LSU with the win over Clemson. I don't know how good that win is aging. I'm doing it with Ohio State. I don't know how well that win over Texas is aging. When you look back, you think later on in the season, we're going to look back at this Notre Dame team who's now 0-2. Are we going to look back, and is this going to still be a big win? You were on the field with them. Does this Notre Dame feel like a great football team this season?
Well, how about this? Maybe I'll help out all you pundits with this. There's a residual effect to the great win that maybe the team that loses the game doesn't play as well as they're capable of for the rest of it. And so sometimes maybe it's a great win even if the team doesn't continue to play like world beaters after it. I don't know. It's so hard to win big games like that. It's been 11 years since we won a game against a team ranked that high on the road. We're going to enjoy this one and not really worry about what happens to Notre Dame the rest of the way.
I don't care one lick about it. They can just go sit in the front of the class like they brag about. Hey, let's talk about Hugh.
I chuckle at this because we deal with this as coaches all the time because anytime we beat a top 10 team, they naturally move out of the top 10. And so then it becomes all of a sudden it's not a top 10 win anymore. But if we lose to a top 10 team, they stay in the top 10 team. So we always have more top 10 losses than we do wins.
Such as the conundrum. Talk about Hugh Freeze.
The conundrum of dealing with pundits.
Hugh Freeze is an offensive kind of guy. We've seen the spread and that three-man surface stuff that he does. What do you do to get ready for his kind of offense?
They're a challenge. They're really talented at wide receiver. I think that's where it all starts, and I think that's obviously what he wants to do. They've got playmakers on the outside, and so they put you in a bind because, they want to run the football. As wide as they spread out and as much as it's about that, I think at his heart he wants to run the football, but if you commit numbers to the run, he's got these really talented kids on the outside that go make plays, and so they're a challenge. They play with tempo, they play with pace, they got a really talented quarterback, and again, we'll have our hands full next week for sure.
Coach, you have a quarterback in Marcel Reed who is now 6th in the Heisman voting. Do you think that what we're seeing here is the potential start of a Heisman run? Do you think he's got that kind of game?
Here you go. I'll tell you what I told the team yesterday. I said this to the team. I said, for 11 months, the rhetoric on Marcel Reed was he couldn't throw the ball. He goes out and he has his absolute worst completion percentage in his career as a starter, and now he's a Heisman candidate. So you figure out where he really is in this whole picture. No, we've had a lot of confidence in Marcel all the way through it. We believe in who he is. Obviously, he had the most yards he's had, and that's what's creating the hype. But there's still a lot more in him in terms of efficiency and operation. And I think you'll see him continue to improve and get better as the year goes on. And where that ultimately takes him, we'll see.
Coach, you guys have a bye week this week, which is fantastic, especially when your next opponent is having a road game against Oklahoma, who looks like they're playing pretty good football as well.
Yep.
Just as a mindset, imagine you're on that side. Do you want to play against a team who's 4-0 coming off a big road win at Oklahoma, or would you like to catch a team would you like to see Oklahoma get the job done and say, okay, now we see this team isn't as big and bad as they've looked so far through 3 games. They look beatable. What's your preference on who wins this game between Auburn and Oklahoma?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I think no matter what, we're going to get a really, really good Auburn team. If they win, we're going to have a top 10 matchup in Kyle Field. If they don't, we're going to play a team who's desperate to keep themselves in the playoff and the SEC race. And so I think no matter how that game plays out, we're going to get a really, really good version of Auburn showing up here, and we're going to have to be ready to play them.
Coach, they've coached you up well on dealing with guys like me. Your masterful performance. Masterful. Coach, we appreciate you giving us some time on your off week. And we're looking forward to hearing from you after this game. Appreciate the time.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, there you go. That is Coach Mike Elko of the Texas A&M Fighting Aggies.
I tell you, Aggie fan, you better be happy with what you got. I hope you Aggie fans are happy with what we got going on there.
The Bobcats fired up.
Pleasant. That's pleasant, man.
It's costing you less than Jimbo cost you, too.
Shoot. I got it. I'm working overtime to pay off my previous mistake.
All right, we'll be back. 1 hour to go. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
6 for 6, and the Aggies have the lead.
Your home for Aggies football. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay. with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition product.
Football season is back on Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use my code ROAM and get $50 in bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. You do have to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444-Oh.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Is your everyday congestion preventing you from enjoying life's big moments? Try Vicks Sinex Saline today and get yourself back in the action. Vicks Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion with a gentle ultrafine mist. Sinex Saline's drug-free, no-mess formula instantly moisturizes and soothes dry, irritated nasal passages for quick and effective relief. Get back to enjoying life's big moments to the fullest without having to worry about everyday congestion holding you back. Just Sinex, breathe, use as directed.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Protect your home and auto by bundling them with Progressive, and you'll have a little less to worry about. But we know you'll find other things to worry about. Like that text you just got from your boss. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Oh, hey, call me when you get a sec. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, at least you protected your home and auto with Progressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they need and want, starting at Silver Key status every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
Hey, listen up, San Antonio. Many of the successes you've had began with a great opportunity. Now, here's another one. Get started on your degree or certificate in San Antonio. Choose from more than 135 degree and certificate programs, faster onboarding, and more from University of Maryland Global Campus. Get personalized local support services and take online or hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We have cleared one of our trouble spots on 410 eastbound approaching Austin Highway. That wreck did clear. 1604 eastbound Bulverde Road, that one is still there. That wreck takes up a right lane, about a 5-minute delay. Stop and go from Blanco Road. Still heavy along 35 northbound 1604 to Olympia Parkway with some road work. Only the left lane is open, and road work blocking the connector ramp 35 northbound connector to 1604. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In Major League Baseball, Jeremy Pena went 3 for 3 with a walk and scored twice as Jose Altuve drove in 2 runs, and the Astros held off the Rangers Tuesday night 6-5. In Cowboy news, newly signed Jadeveon Clowney is expected to play, making his debut Sunday against the Bears. The Houston Texans offense is getting some help back as wide receivers Christian Kirk and Braxton Berrios are expected to return to action as the Texans take on the Jaguars on Sunday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at FixMyLow.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. I don't want to waste much time because Vic has
yeah, well, we went to break.
laying the smack down on me. I did want to play some sound from Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. You may be familiar with him.
Yeah.
They asked him about if he was missing the pass rush from Micah Parsons. What do you think he had to say about that?
Well, I think you can miss Micah at any time, and you can't argue that. I think that what we have, though, is a defense that when we get it down, we get our gap responsibilities, as they call it. When we get that down, then I think that what we've done will be sound over a period of time. And that's as we add pieces to the defense, and we're going to, just as we did yesterday, then I think that we will take up anything that we have been missing the last 2 games.
Now, there's a lot of talk about Stephon Gilmore, who has been kind of outspoken, like he wants to be back in Dallas. And famously last year, Jadeveon Clowney tried to recruit Stephon Gilmore to come to Carolina with him.
Right.
So clearly those two guys have some sort of relationship. Here's what Jerry said when they asked him about Steph Gilmore.
We've got help on the way. We are talking about in the secondary. And, yes, we've got help on the way, and it's internally. And, of course, Bland wasn't out there. And we've got certainly Ravel, our outstanding young corner. And, frankly, maybe one of the best corners as a young corner that I've seen us put on the roster. Well, he's on the way. And we'll start looking at him. I think he was, from the start of the first game, he was 4 games out when he would be available for us to get. Once you put him in a certain status, and he wasn't available to start the season, once you put him in the status, he's 4 games away. His injury situation right now will allow him to be there in the 4th game or after the 4th game.
Is it just me, or does he sound like
very businesslike. Matter of fact.
Yeah, he doesn't sound as
we're not jacking around here
as he normally
This
is.
is serious.
I mean, they're coming off a win. I figured he'd be good old happy Jerry.
Serious.
Right?
What do you
Glory
think?
hole Jerry.
We can talk about that. He actually asked. Didn't they ask Clowney about glory hole?
His agent wanted to know the definition of glory hole.
Well, he knows it's an oil field term. Comes from
Is it?
out when you're in the business of drilling wells, and it's when you've basically made a big well, and if mentally or physically picture just drilling a well and all of a sudden having all the oil start coming out at once and going in the air, and that's when you've known you've hit a glory hole.
Well,
Jerry,
I'm not going the other place, guys.
Yeah, there you go, boss. There you go, boss.
I was going to say,
well,
what's it called when there's that hole in the wall at the theater at the Megaplex?
Same thing.
Yeah,
it's got many meanings.
I have a little bit of concern for that one.
They did ask him what changed in the Jadeveon Clowney decision after they had sent Clowney home. They said, "Well, what made you change your mind and decide to go ahead and bring him in?"
I was watching them compete. That's all I want to see. A lot of guys.
I played the wrong one.
We just to cogitate on it, think about it, and we warned him when he came to the building, and so we all had good visits with him. I had a good visit with him, and we're really pleased to have him in here. He's an outstanding football player, really is, and can help us. He hits the ground running, and he was in the team picture yesterday. We signed his contract there in the draft room, and 10 minutes later he was in the team picture. So, boy, this day and time, a player like that, you can plug him in.
Well, I'm sure it had nothing to do with not generating any pass rush at all on Russell Wilson.
I'm sure that
nothing at all.
None. Now we know that Jadeveon has proven to be a piece part, can step in and perform. He's done it on a couple other teams. Gilmore, on the other hand, is it worth the effort? I mean,
I
a
don't
slow
know.
defensive back. I mean, are you doing yourself any good?
He's certainly not like. He is not what his brand name would make you think it is. I'll start with that. But
you couldn't get any worse.
I was going to say, what do you? I mean, is he? I would imagine Steph Gilmore today is better than Kyrie Elam. Like if you told me which one would you rather have, I'd rather have Steph Gilmore.
It'd be hard for me to disagree, given that. But you just wonder. I mean, if it's equal, is it worth it? I mean, is it? Are we, at least if you're having to get him up to speed? At least Elam's been in camp and all those kind of things, and he doesn't mention the help that's coming. I'm not sure how much more help he needs to go get.
Last thing they asked him was about the availability of Bland and Kevontae Turpin for the Bears game.
I think we've got a chance with Bland, and we'll just see how it goes on Devontae. But Bland's got a real chance, I think.
Okay. Well, that doesn't sound promising.
No, that does not sound promising.
Which is
Turpin's turned himself into a weapon.
I agree, man. To me, that Kevontae Turpin, Brandon Aubrey combo, it gets you in range automatically.
Who would have thought?
The new kickoff rule, I don't think it helped anybody more than it helped the Dallas Cowboys, because now teams are kicking to try and get a return, and if you've got the best return man in the league, or one of. If he gets a reasonably good return,
you're at the 40.
You're in field goal range, damn near.
You're damn near there. You're right.
I mean, it's like you're a first down away from points.
It'll be fun to talk to Shotty on Friday about that.
Yep.
Yeah,
all right.
Interesting.
Let's hit a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Dr. Jason Garrett of Arosty. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
You know, Connecticut water softeners have been ubiquitous around San Antonio for as long as I can remember. I had one, and my friends and my neighbors had Connecticut water softeners. I thought that was what you had to get. Now, as I aged up, I realized there's lots of competition out there, and lots of those pretenders saying they can do things and they want to do things. Well, I know what Connecticut can do. They've taken care of me for so long. If you've never gotten a Connecticut for whatever reason, you could have your excuses or your reasons. Well, now you got an opportunity. If you'll call them today at 656-PURE, Connecticut will come out to your home, put one in, and if you're already plumbed for such things, for 90 days, you'll find out for free what Connecticut can do. And if you do decide to buy, there's all kinds of incentives, and never better to buy time to buy Connecticut. There's money in your old water softener. up to $400 with approved credit. You got 0% financing for a year, and really a great deal. If you don't have a reverse osmosis drinking station at your sink, you really don't know what you're missing until you have one. If you're buying water bottles, you can end that. And if you're ready for fresh, ready water all the time at your sink, there's never been a better investment. I bought it. You'll get it free. So call 656-PURE today. Go to KineticoSA.com. But if it's time for a new water softener, if you're ready to upgrade and get the very best, call Kinetico today, and I know you're going to thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Along 281 southbound just past Wurzbach. We've got a stall. It's off to the left shoulder. A stall at 410 westbound just past I-10, right shoulder blocked. It's about a 10-12 minute ride along 1604 eastbound Kyle Seal Parkway on over to Northwest Military Highway. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
The full golf. The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Make the Break Room on Pat Booker Road in Live Oak your football watching headquarters. Watch all the college and NFL games on the 17 HD TVs. The Break Room shows all UFC and boxing events with no cover. The kitchen is open daily until midnight with karaoke on Tuesday nights and a DJ every Friday with pool, darts, video games, a patio. It's more than your average neighborhood bar. So check out the Break Room at 8084 Pat Booker Road in Live Oak. Follow the Break Room Live Oak on social media for the latest specials and events.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Summer's wrapping up, and life is picking back up. Early mornings, long days, and a to-do list that doesn't quit. And neither should you. Who has time to slow down due to body pain? That's why there's Aleve, to keep you going. With just one pill, Aleve delivers longer-lasting body pain relief per dose compared to other leading OTC-branded pain relievers. Aleve helps keep you moving from sunup to sundown with up to 12 hours of pain relief per dose, so you can keep moving and be ready for whatever's next. Use as directed.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday afternoon at 3:25. The Cowboys are in Chicago taking on the Bears at Soldier Field. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
All right, friends, joining us now on the Buyers Barricade guest line. You know him, you love him. He's from Arasti. It is Dr. Jason Garrett. Dr. Garrett, welcome to the Cowboys from Hell with Axeman and the Bobcat. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you guys?
We are doing all right, Doc. We're doing.
I just went right by him. He just swatted
He's
that
like, hey,
right
whatever,
back
man.
at you.
That's whatever's good, man. Whatever's good. All right, let's get into things, and let's start with Cooper Beebe, who the Cowboys starting center has a lateral ankle sprain and a foot bone fracture. What's this mean? What's the timeline? I mean, 6 to 8 weeks. Does that sound about right to you? And when he comes back, how long should we expect for him to get up to speed and to be his normal self?
Yeah, a lot of times when you roll your ankle to the outside, which I know you've done before, Rob, sometimes you break the foot bone that's on the very outside because, especially the lineman, there's a big dude. There's a lot of weight coming down on it. And when that bone breaks, unfortunately, it doesn't have a great blood supply. And so usually they've got to put a pin in there, do quick surgery. And usually it takes about 6 to 8 weeks for it to heal. The only real risk is because it doesn't have a good blood supply to that specific bone, sometimes it doesn't heal well. So if it's not fully healed, there's a good chance that it's going to be an ongoing problem for either several more weeks or months. Usually it heals pretty well. And so at that 6-week mark, he's pretty good to go. There's not a lot of conditioning he has to go through. He's still going to be a big, strong dude. So I don't see it holding him back much longer than that.
When you have this and you go through the surgery or whatever they're going to go through, what do you do to brace that thing up? Is it basically a cast from here on out? Or is he going to lose flexibility for the rest of the year? Or once he's back in the grade A, you just go about your business?
Yeah, a lot of times they'll put you in a boot because they want your ankle mobility to stay pretty high. The ankle sprain, I'm not worried at all about that. That can be fixed in a week or two. Not a big deal, but you just don't want that bone to keep on breaking. So they'll put you in a walking boot, probably have you some crutches, and then have you out of the boot for the ankle recovery to where they're working on that, working on the soft tissue so you don't lose any range of motion, you don't lose any stability, and then when you come back, you're healed better, but you don't want to put any weight on that for definitely a few weeks after surgery.
Doc, did you see the Yordan Alvarez injury, like where he stepped on home plate, his spike slipped, and his ankle rolled over? Did you actually see what happened there?
No, I haven't.
It feels a lot like this.
I was going to ask if it was similar, but if you saw it, he basically takes a step and his spike slips on home plate, and his ankle bone ends up touching home plate. Like his foot goes in, and like I was going to ask if that sounds like the same injury to you.
Yeah, I mean it's the same mechanism of injury. Sometimes you break your foot, sometimes you don't. Sometimes guys like that have really flexible ankles. If you sprain your ankle enough times, you can do that. It can be pretty terrible looking and actually not be that bad. So they're all unique in exactly how they injure themselves.
Every time I see a guy that deals with that, the first question, have you ever done this before? Because I know this is the most painful thing you've ever gone through. It hurts so bad when it happens. And it's funny how after the pain goes away, suddenly you can actually walk. Let's stick with ankles and feet. Joe Burrow has turf toe. I thought turf toe was kind of a slow build, that it kind of like tendonitis, and it got worse and worse and worse, and suddenly it's developed into turf toe. But is turf toe also an individual significant injury? Like,
this is grade 3. It's got to be.
You didn't have it, and now you do?
Yeah, so you think about the big toe joint, that's where you get turf toe. It's not a great diagnosis. Usually it's because you somehow jammed your foot into the ground. So soccer players or kickers sometimes get it if they go to kick a ball and their toe hits the ground really hard before their foot does, before the foot hits the ball. Football players, basketball players, you can get it just by planting wrong, jamming your foot if you get tackled. And then it creates a ton of inflammation in that big toe joint. And a lot of times it's not that big of a deal, but if you sprain the ligaments around there or if you have some damage to the actual joint space itself, then it can cause severe dysfunction. And it can be retirement worthy for some people. I know we talked about Deion Sanders.
Right.
That's what took him out. And he's had his toes amputated since then. It's been an ongoing serious issue. For a great athlete like that, it's, all your power, everything you do when you push off all comes through your big toe. So when you're a sprinter or more of a high skill athlete, it is devastating. And you don't want to come back too quickly because for whatever reason, that joint doesn't heal very well and the inflammation stays in there. And as soon as it starts to feel good, it's not like a tendonitis in your knee or your Achilles tendonitis where you can kind of play through it and it loosens up. This just gets worse. It's like a fire that won't turn off. So he's definitely shut down for the season. And hopefully he can make a comeback from this.
Packers receiver Jaden Reed broke his collarbone on Thursday night, and this is interesting to me because I broke my collarbone once, and it sounds like such a devastating injury. But the doctor was basically like, "Oh, I mean, you can probably go back to sparring in a week or two," and I did. And they were like, "Try not to have any serious contact, but don't but you don't have to slow down everything you do." Are there different grades of a collarbone break, or because they're saying 6 to 8 weeks for him, and mine wasn't that big of an issue. So what's the normal diagnosis on a collarbone?
Yeah, it's the most commonly broken bone in the body. But it does have a lot of variance to it. So if it's broken right in the middle, then you can either do nothing, like it's just a fracture and you can kind of let it heal. If it's completely displaced, a lot of times they'll put a pin in there. But if it's broken closer to the shoulder, like out towards your shoulder joint, then usually you have some ligament damage on the AC joint as well. That's where the collarbone inserts. And it's not a weight-bearing bone. There's very little muscular attachment to it, but there are ligaments attached over there. And if that's the case, and they really need to stabilize that to let it heal for 6 to 8 weeks, plus any solid impact, even on a mildly fractured collarbone, you can do a lot of regular daily activities, but not play sports at a high level.
Did we see what happened to Khalil Mack? Did that end up being his diagnosis too?
They haven't, at least as of yesterday, they hadn't announced yet what it was going to be. But I was looking that up right now to ask the doc, see if they said what it was. But no, still no diagnosis yet on what exactly it is. So, but it looks like it's something to do with his elbow, is what it looks like. Doc, the other injury in the NFL amongst quarterbacks anyway, or actually outside of quarterbacks, I'm sorry, was in the Bucs game. Kalia Cansey tore his pec.
Ouch.
They say he'll undergo surgery. Is that a season ender, a torn pec?
Yeah, it's almost always a season ender because that is such a powerful muscle that inserts into kind of a relatively small area. And that tendon comes off the bone. It's got to be put back in there. Got to go through significant healing and then re-strengthening because you can't come back at a high level or even remotely high level until it's not only fully healed but fully strengthened back up because you run a very high risk of re-rupturing that thing. Usually you make a completely full recovery. You always look a little bit different. There's going to be a defect there, so one pec's going to look somewhat deformed or smaller than the other one, but you do make a full recovery.
I got a question about, and I know that this is probably wrong, but for the longest time, whenever I heard of a player that tore a pec, I always kind of fell back on, has this guy been juicing a little bit? Was that a common thing? It seemed like a common thing for the dudes that were roiding. They'd always tear a pec, and you're like, well, was that more common back then?
I don't know if it was more common back then, but steroids definitely play. I don't think he.
No, I'm not dispersions toward him because I don't hear this injury very often anymore.
Yeah, it's because guys have gotten away from just strict bench pressing. A lot of times guys, the ego guys go in there and they do so much repetitive bench pressing. And if you're on steroids, you don't need the recovery time in between. So you can go heavy Monday, go heavy Wednesday, go heavy Friday. And what happens, muscles grow way faster than tendons can respond. So when you're on performance-enhancing drugs like steroids, not just testosterone, but like legitimate anabolic steroids, the muscles grow so fast that they overpower the tendons, and then tendons just rip off the bone, whether it's your bicep, your pec, quad tendons, hamstring tendons, and Achilles tendons. Everything is at risk when you're putting your body through things that you probably shouldn't be.
Doc, I have one more question. This one may be a little bit of a curveball for you. There's a show over in the UK where they've got celebrities who do like a sort of a boot camp thing. It's called Celebrity SAS Who Dare Wins. And they seem to have a lot of injuries because these are people trying to do serious things, and they are not serious athletes. But this gal, Lucy Spraggan, who I'm not totally familiar with, but she said that she had a severe injury and needs surgery when she ripped her vulva. What what kind of surgery would that entail, and like how do you ever recover from that?
What did you have to do to rip it?
Yeah, this is fortunately for me, this is way outside my scope. I don't know how you would rip that. Maybe she misspoke and she ripped something else down in that region. A lot of times celebrities can embellish things a little bit, so she might have torn her groin really.
Well, she was
high
wearing a
and
harness and said, "I ripped my labia. It was bad." So I don't think I think the harness was on a little too tight.
A little PRP is probably in order.
There was lots of blood. The doctor came over, and I turned around because at that point I couldn't care about anything else. My dignity was out the window.
I agree with all those things.
She's probably being co-managed by an OB-GYN and a plastic surgeon to get it back to where it needs to be.
Oh boy, what a devastating injury. I hope that never happens to us, Rob. All right, Dr. Garrett, we appreciate the time, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks, guys.
Dr. Garrett and all our guests appear via the Buyers Barricade guest lines. Buyer Barricades provides traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to try. I've got a couple non-sport stories that I want to work in, and then we'll do the daily lines. We're going to do a little bit of everything in the last segment. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
I hope you woke up this morning feeling good about yourself and attacked the day with no pain. If that's you, go ahead. You're doing things right. If you're like the rest of us and you woke up with something painful that's just keeping you out of your game, stop. Stop taking those pills to hide the pain. Stop playing around to wait for it to go away. Call a Rosti and let them fix you today. See, the thing about a Rosti is you never need a referral to go see an Rosti provider. You can call them today and walk in the door without any other hassle. They're going to accept most insurances, and they're going to get you fixed fast. So if you're dealing with a soft tissue injury or a sprain or plantar fasciitis, maybe it's a joint pain issue, lower back issues, all can be fixed remarkably fast by a Rosti because of how they operate. See, a Rosti is not about medications to hide pain. They're not about some sort of long-term treatment program to prolong the pain. They're about getting you out of pain as fast as possible. On average, their patients get out of the pain and get themselves back in the game in under 4 visits. So start the process today. Here's the number. It's 1-800-404-6050. Their website is Rosti.com. Go there. There's a map of all the providers. It's easy. I'll bet you'll find one less than 10 minutes from where you are now. Listen, don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call a Rosti. They're going to fix you. And when they do, bring yourself by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
This is Joe Budden. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So I'm here to make sure you don't miss any of the daily fantasy action this football season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. That's code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Football is back, baby, and Underdog is the best place to make your picks and win money all season long. You can play it in Texas, too. Guys, it is fun, it is exciting, and it's a great way to get in on the action. Playing is so easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more, and you get it right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can play with as little as $1. Is Dak going to go higher or lower on passing yards? Will CD score a touchdown or not? All that makes the game a lot more fun. Get in on the action at Underdog Fantasy. Download the app now. Sign up with promo code ALAMO to score $50 in bonus funds when you play the first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
I don't know why the hell you're watering this week, because we had plenty of rain.
Dude, it's my day.
Well, turn it off. You don't need to water today.
I'm not going to do that.
Well,
I don't have a fancy system like you.
You're not winning yard in a month anyway.
Last time I checked, this is the United States of America. Water my damn yard whenever I want.
Your HOA.
How about
No,
that?
actually, Saul says you can't.
Well, on my day, I can.
On your day.
It's my day, Minnick.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, this is my favorite In This Moment song. Yeah! Let's hear that chick sing.
Yeah.
This is as good as it gets, huh?
This is the good stuff.
Is this what they're going to close with?
Oh, maybe this is not what I thought it was.
The video looks wicked.
I thought this band had a lady singer.
This is a lady.
This is her?
Yeah.
She's a smoker.
Here it comes.
Wow. Damn.
I'm a little nervous.
This is heavy, brubba. This is
Our Father who art in heaven,
No
hallowed be
kidding.
thy
I'm
name.
going to church.
I know.
Amen.
We're Spurs Jesus.
Oh, save us, Spurs Jesus.
Spurs Jesus.
Save us, Spurs Jesus. All right, you want to go see In This Moment, September 25th at the Boeing Center at Techport. I got 2 tickets for you. You might need a cleansing after it.
You're going to have to wear black. I know that.
I would show up wearing bright blue. I'd wear that blue tuxedo
Something
that you have.
sunny.
I might wear what you're wearing right now.
I would. Wear your Howdy Doody shirt.
Your Bobby Hill.
You might get out without any blood on it.
Wear your Bobby Hill shirt. People love that.
Yeah, man.
Let's go caller number 3.
got a
You'll win a pair of tickets, and if you don't win, you can get tickets online at livenation.com. Guess what's going on in Jalalabad, Afghanistan?
It is the National Breakdancing.
No, that's close. Close.
Bunch of beer drinking and kissing.
The internet is now banned.
Ooh, did you see what happened in Nepal when they did that?
People are going to be
Kids
upset.
lost their minds. They burned down the government.
Well, the Taliban has decided you don't need the internet anymore. And that means government offices, the private sector, public institutions, your houses, no Wi-Fi. Now, mobile internet remains functional. You just can't use Wi-Fi. And here's why. They think it will prevent immorality.
Well, it normally
because no one masturbated before the internet.
No.
I guess it's probably harder to find a nudie mag these days.
I did find. I came from an era where we didn't have access.
Yeah, but if you had to start all over again.
You come outside of your hut and.
But what would you do today if the internet was gone and you still had to, handle the business?
There's still good housekeeping and Cosmopolitan and the Sears catalog, right?
Reader's Digest.
Is there still a Sears catalog?
National Geographic still in
National
print.
Geographic.
Oh,
and kids, there used to be a book.
Those hangers.
There used to be a magazine that didn't have any pictures called Penthouse Forum.
Yeah, it was. They had some pictures, just not as many.
Enough. Never thought it would happen to me. So you can get by.
Yeah, I guess that's what we would do. Now, also, you should always be careful about sending nudes. I don't know. Have you warned your kids about nudes exchanges?
Yes, we have. Whether you're sending or receiving,
and
it's not the best.
You think it's a bad idea?
In most cases, yes.
Well, it's a really bad idea to send nudes if they're of other people and you're a police officer.
That's not good.
A former police officer has now got 12 years in prison for hacking into social media accounts of several women where he found nude images they kept of themselves and then sent them out on the victim's social media. So basically, while he was logged into them, he posted their stuff out on, let's say he went into their messenger where they had secretly sent a nudie to Clay, for instance. And then they went in and said, oh, well, she was going to send it to Clay. She might as well send it to her entire feed and then posted it publicly. That's a crime, apparently.
I would like to think so.
And now he's been sentenced to 12 years. 12 years. And he's a cop.
Well, I get the sense we caught you for this, but we're pretty sure you did some other stuff even worse.
He illegally accessed about 5,000 college email accounts at Rowan College at Burlington County. the first report in September of 22, a gal said her Snapchat and Facebook accounts had been hacked and her nude photos were sent to her Snapchat contacts, messaged to Facebook friends, and then posted on her account. While on duty as an officer, this guy engaged in illegal computer activity from his personal device. He resigned from the department after his suspension, and measures began to fire him. Well, now he's got plenty of time now sitting in prison for 12 years.
Well, it sounds harsh until it's your daughter.
That's true. This, what I'm about to read, is not a repeat.
Okay.
Though I feel I've read a similar story dozens of times in my short time here in San Antonio, Rob. If I were to say the word North Texas blank resigns, what would be
a preacher that either had weird sex or stole some money, because we know what goes on with North Texas preachers.
North Texas pastor resigns after confession of sexual sin and moral failure.
Oh, turpitude along with that. Good.
Yeah. John McKenzie, the former lead pastor of Hope Fellowship, made the confession to sexual sin and moral failure.
I have sinned.
They've got 2 locations in Frisco, as well as locations in McKinney and Prosper.
Oh, they're on all the fancy North Texas.
That's right.
Town. What's the name of this church again? Hope?
Hope Fellowship.
Hope Fellowship.
Hope Fellowship. That's right. Since this behavior disqualifies him from serving as lead pastor, he has resigned.
Yeah, well.
No one on staff had knowledge of the moral failure before his confession, and aside from John's resignation, there will not be any other staff changes at this time. We as a church are excited to see what pervert we put in charge next. That's actually, that last part was not part of the real quote. But they're going to pray about it, and then they're going to put a new pervert in charge.
I have sinned against you.
The news comes after Hope Fellowship announced earlier this year that one of its student pastors, Jerry Nickerson, had been fired after an allegation of inappropriate contact with a minor.
A lot of stuff going on at the Faith Fellowship.
Yeah, a lot. Hope Fellowship.
Wow. Hope Fellowship.
That's right. So
they need to rebadge.
Maybe so. Maybe they should. That's the way things are going. Finally, this is I don't know that I've ever heard a story quite like this. A man has been jailed for a murder plot against Zambia's president.
All right. Well, did he kill him?
He's going to get 2 years in prison for plotting this murder. Now, he wasn't going to use a gun. His plan was to use witchcraft to kill him.
Oh, I've done that all the time.
Yeah, it works.
Well, in Zambia, that's illegal.
It should be.
So this is, imagine someone in the United States saying, like, holding a seance to try to make a leader die.
Get the ojo on you.
And you get 2 years of prison for that. The prosecution alleged that these guys were hired by a fugitive former MP to bewitch the president. And despite their insistence that they're bona fide traditional healers, the court found them guilty on 2 counts under the Witchcraft Act. They accepted ownership of the charms. They further demonstrated that the chameleon's tail, once pricked and used in the ritual, would cause death to occur.
Well, that's true.
Within 5 days.
This is real.
So 2 years in prison.
We do that every Spurs game.
Yeah, we
don't
do that. Yeah,
especially in the championship, we were all with candles and rosaries.
Yeah. I never pricked a chameleon tail, but I'm willing to try.
The question is not whether the accused are wizards or actually possess supernatural powers.
Because they do.
It is whether they represented themselves as such, and the evidence clearly shows that they did. So this, on top of the 2 years they got for professing to be witches, they were also sentenced to 6 extra months in prison for possessing charms, including a chameleon's tail, which thankfully they did not prick.
Come by my house, I'll give you a tail.
Imagine, what are you in for? Oh, I had a chameleon tail.
I put a hex on the president.
I was thinking about, I was going to put a spell on him. You
better not mess with me. I'll put one on you.
All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the Daily Lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yes!
I can't believe that wizard couldn't do the Star Wars trick on the judge and just wave his hand and say, I'm not the wizard you're looking for.
The mind trick, yeah.
Why couldn't he do that? I thought all wizards could do that.
They should.
Not here.
I would have said,
space.
I would have said, Judge, I'm warning you. If you hit me with this harsh penalty, I'm going to prick the chameleon tail on you.
From one side of this galaxy to another.
Man.
I've never seen any proof of some all-powerful force.
All right, today, Major League Baseball, Johan Oviedo and the Pirates take on the Chicago Cubs. Cubs are minus 143 today, taking on the Pirates. Brady Singer and the Reds take on Andre Payante and the Cardinals. The Reds are minus 120. Tyler Wells goes for the Orioles. Martin Perez for the White Sox. The O's are minus 130. Justin Verlander, former league MVP, heads to Arizona to take on Brandon Pfaadt. That's a straight pick'em game.
I was going to say.
Straight pick'em. Hurston Waldrop the fourth.
Aha.
Heads to our no, I don't know. Heads to our nation's capital to take on my lord Brad Lord and the Washington Nationals.
You're being way too kind to two bad baseball teams.
The Braves are minus 150 in this baseball match. Gavin Williams and the Cleveland Guardians, they're in Detroit taking on the Tigers. The Jack Flaherty-led Detroit Tigers. Tigers minus 150. Mason Barnett goes for the Athletics. Lucas Giolito for the Red Sox. Red Sox are minus 165. Kevin Gausman and the Blue Jays, minus 130 favorites in Tampa, taking on Ian Seymour Butts and the Rays. Nick Pivetta and the Padres at the Mets. David Peterson goes for the Mets. Mets are all of a sudden on a tear now that they're eliminated from winning the division. Mets are minus 130. Luis Heel goes for the Yankees. They're minus 160 in Minnesota. Minnesota taking on Taj Bradley and the Twins. Jose Soriano goes for the Angels. They're in Milwaukee. Brew Crew goes with Brandon Woodruff. Brewers minus 205. And in the matchups that we all care about, Bryce Miller going for the Mariners. Cole Reagans for the Royals.
Come on, Royals. Do
Royals,
something, man.
Minus 125.
Come
so
on.
the Royals are favored today at home. Astros home underdogs. Jacob deGrom and the Rangers minus 130 at the Stros. Christian Javier pitching for Houston. Ryan Weathers goes for the Marlins. They're at Colorado taking on McCade Brown and the Rockies. And in the nightcap, 9:10 p.m. start, Jesus Luzardo and the Philadelphia Phillies are in L.A. taking on the Dodgers. Blake Snell going for the Dodgers. Dodgers are minus 150. Lady basketball tonight. There's a big upset last night, Rob. The Vegas Aces went down. I got to jump on their line. There's minus 7.5 tomorrow. I'm going to jump on that now because it's going to go. It's going to stretch out, and you know they're going to come back with a vengeance. Great vengeance and furious anger. And you will know that my name is Becky Hammond when I lay my wrath upon me. Phoenix Mercury today, though, they're at the Liberty Bibbity, a 3-point favorite. And the Minnesota Lynx, 10.5-point road favorites at the Valkyries. That's surprising. After a couple of road upsets yesterday, I wouldn't be in a hurry to bet on the Minnesota Lynx. These teams try to get a little feisty when their backs are against the wall at home. No football today for the second day in a row. It sucks, man. We need to get to Tuesday and Wednesday night football. We need action. We need all kinds of stuff. But there is a game tomorrow. The Rice Owls, 2.5-point favorites at the Charlotte 49ers. And the Miami Dolphins are 12.5-point dogs in Buffalo, taking on the lowly Buffalo Bills.
Final head coaching job with the Miami Dolphins.
It might very well be. Other notable lines from this weekend, the Rams plus 3.5 at the Eagles. The Colts, who we've talked a lot about today, are you willing to lay 4.5 points on the road with the Colts against the Tennessee Titans?
No way. No way.
Here's something, if you do think that Jaden Daniels is going to play, might be some value right now. The Commanders are 3.5-point favorites over the Raiders. Now, you could buy that ticket and go, damn it, when they say that he's not going to play. But if you think he's going to play, you're saying there's a chance.
I don't think he's going to play. I think if it's 50-50, I sit him. I just feel like if I can't beat the Raiders without him after what I saw them do on Monday night, I got a lot of work to do, and the least I need is a healthy quarterback.
Art can hear Vic sanitizing and wiping things down in there.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Or what are you cleaning in there, Vic?
I don't know. It was like full of stuff here. I got my hand sticky.
He's always cleaning in there.
Your hand is sticky?
Well, it was who was in here last night.
I don't even know what's going on in the glass box of
Was
fun.
it Pledger or Edwin on the night shift?
I think it was Pledger.
Oh. Well, Pledger's got a lot of pent-up stuff he's got to get rid of.
Yeah, there's something going on.
How about this? Are you willing to bet on the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road? The worst defense in the NFL.
That's such a surprising stat.
1.5 point favorites at the Patriots.
That offense might be what cures what ills you on defense, but no, I'm not touching them after the first two games.
And then are you willing to bet on the Kansas City Chiefs on the road as 6-point favorites?
Yeah,
at the Giants.
I'm kind of comfortable with that one. I think I might take a roadie on the Chiefs.
I
mean, you spent all show telling me how bad the Giants are. You don't think the Chiefs can beat them by a touchdown?
The Chiefs don't beat anybody by a touchdown.
I mean,
they win every game by 3 points.
Well, they're again the worst team possible on this run. If they don't unleash one,
I don't know.
I think that defense is prime for picking.
Cowboys currently a pick 'em.
See, by the time they kick, Cowboys are going to be favored by 2.5.
No way.
Are you kidding? It's only Wednesday, and they're already even. They were 2.5 points yesterday.
If they're 2.5-point road favorites, I'm hammering the Bears. Hammering.
I wouldn't blame you. But I think it's going to get closer to the Cowboys side than the Bears as we get closer.
Okay. Well, I mean, it can't get any. I mean, it's a pick 'em now. It ain't going to get.
I think more money come toward the Cowboys.
All right, friends. That does it for our program today. We appreciate. Oh, there he is. Ready to splash again. James Pledger's in the house.
There he goes.
All pent up after leaving a disgusting mess of goo on the counter for Vic yesterday.
It was all white.
Torta Man had to clean it up. All right. Blitz comes up at 2. We'll be back tomorrow. Do it all over again. Happy Thursday coming up.